Well, hello. Good evening. Sorry, just give me a second. I was a tool and completely forgot to start the software that I use for the chat. So I'm just making sure that it's going. Pastor's here, Neil is here, Paul is here on YouTube. Right, I've got those coming through. Okay, and I've got Twitch now. There we go. Okay, good. You might need to put your hellos again in. Sorry. Let me make sure I've got everything. My brain's not engaged at all. You could question whether my brain is ever engaged, but I think it's somewhat engaged now. It's hopefully engaged enough for a stream. Hopefully it's engaged enough for a stream. Right, let's kick it off. Do you even know the meaning of the word engaged? Oh, for God's sake. I'm already getting ripped in my chat. For fuck's sake. Hello! Oh my God. Oh, nice. Brilliant nice transition there, Chewy. Brilliant. That worked. Great. That works. Yeah. Oh, what the hell is going on? Oh, I know why. I know why. It's because I've tried to change it for the TikTok stream and it's killed it. Link seen. I know why it's done it. 2 seconds. Link seen. No, go away. Get rid of that. I don't want it to link to that anymore. Right, let's try this again. Let's see if this works. Is it going to work? Hello? Is it going to work? Yeah, and then the other thing hasn't worked. Brilliant, great. So basically, you guys know that I am absolutely terrible at remembering to change my scene over to the live scene on my TikTok stream. Not that I get really anybody watching it anyway, but I'm terrible. I should remember anyway, and I'm terrible at it. And so I found out that there's a way where you can link it. So when I go to like my intermission screen, this screen, or my main sim screen, it also does it on TikTok. But I've messed it up. I don't know. I clicked wrong. I clicked buttons and I thought I clicked the right buttons, but I clicked the wrong buttons. And now I have clicked the right buttons and it's still not working. Anyway, whatever, we got a sub. Hello all. Hello. Happy Sunday. Let me grab the sub from Cjo for 2/3 of a year. Hello. No Singapore A380 to fly to serve, mate. To fly to serve. And all that. I was going to do it. I wanted to do it with BA because I wanted to do it with Bav. But Bav doesn't like this aircraft, so we aren't doing it with Bav. Anyway, thank you very much, Cjo. 8 months, what a legend. And then we've got Willow with 12 months. Hello to you as well. Thank you very much. 2/3 of a year, and then a 1-year anniversary for Willow. Thank you very much, both of you, for getting us kicked off with some subs to get the evening going. And welcome one, welcome all. Let me scroll. I've only got from Kieran's message at the top where it said, well, hello, this is a nice surprise. So if you sent messages before then, I missed them because I was an idiot and forgot to start the chat up. So I apologise. Let me get this up from Chalks. 26 months. I will go and say some hellos. We're not in a rush to depart. The later we depart today, the later I can get out of bed tomorrow morning. Chalks, thank you. 26 months, 2 years, and an extra 2 months on top. 26, my lucky number. Welcome back, mate. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. A triple sub to get us kicked off and get the Sunday evening stream started and to get a hype train going as well. Thank you, friends. Right. So where did I get? I got Kieran's message saying this is a nice surprise. If there was any messages before then, I've missed it. I'm not ignoring you. You just might need to put a hello in again. Then we've got Riley is here. Paul, as I say, Pastor and Neil over on the YouTube. I've got your messages. Mac is here. Hello. Pilot Kid 1. Roberticus is here. Hello. Maple Bacon. Hello. JW. Lucas is here. Jelly is here. Aaron is here. Becca is here. Winding me up. Aaron, Fatboy Fat, hello. Bacon Cheese is here, hello. Stefan A380 is here. Willow, hello. I was Paul, but now I'm Willow, just like the Gunners you were... Oh, wow. It's fine. Liverpool are playing well this season, although the Merseyside derby was an interesting one, right? Oh gosh, there's more. Roberticus gifting a sub. Hello. Good evening, Kelly. The first one in on the TikTok even. Hello. Thank you very much, Roberticus, gifting a sub to Fisherman's Friend. That's very kind of you. What's Fisherman's Friend? That's a thing you can buy, isn't it, in the shop? You can buy that in the shop, can't you? I swear. Anyway, thank you, Roberticus, gifting us up to Fisherman Friends. That's very kind. And then 787 with 68 months. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, it is the breast mint. That's the one. I thought it was I thought I recognized it from somewhere. Thank you very much, Roberticus. 787 flyer, 1 month away from the nice sub, and it is 68 months. Thank you very much indeed. What a legend. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. And then we've got Flapser with 11 months. Flapser, thank you for your 11 months. Only 1 month away from the year anniversary. Still going with the Prime. Thank you for keeping your Prime going. Thank you, all of you, for the sub to get us going. What a lovely way to start the stream. We're all the way through to level 50% on level 2. Goodness gracious. What's your target landing time? I don't have one, mate. I don't have one. Right, where did I get up to? I need to make sure that I get all the messages and get all the hellos. I got Robert here as well. I've not said hello to. Gaz, the Flying Seafarer, says, good evening, gents. Good evening to you. Hello, hello. Hewitt says, good evening. Joe is here as well. Captain Island is here on the YouTube. Graham is here on Twitch. Pilot Depth is here on the YouTube. Hello to you all. How you doing, Kelly? Good to see you. Lee's here on the YouTube as well. Good to see you. DJ Clonk's just tuning in. Ryan got to be up at 5 a.m. Oh, my gosh. And Sausage Sandwich. Hello. Oh, yes. An overnight long haul. I did say, like, during the week that there was a chance that this would be happening. But, yeah. So, no stream on Friday. Me and Becca, we went to a gig in Bristol, and we were really old, and we left early before the main acts finished. So we've really discovered just how old we are. Oh, hello, cat. It's a Daisy. Daisy, I can't come and get you treats now. Hello, please don't turn off my streaming PC. Hello. Stealing all the attention she is. Yeah. So we were home by 11 because we were just zonked. We were just absolutely zonked. But no, it was I was really only going to the gig because I wanted to see the opening act. And they were really good. And now Becca's a fan of them, so even better. Zeron's here on the TikTok as well. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. No, to be fair, the main acts were absolutely brilliant, but they just whacked the volume up to the nines. And I was really mainly there for the first act. So we stayed for a bit of the headliner. And even though I liked the headliner, like I wouldn't have necessarily chosen to go and see them live, you know, if that makes sense. Like, they're very good. Very, very, very good. But yeah, we were just like, I think it was about 9:30 and we were both just zonked. So yeah. How's the house hunting going? Move-in date is March the 1st. Yeah, me and Becca have signed, sealed, delivered, deposit, paid, everything. Me and Becca have spent most of this weekend kind of packing bits up. So yeah, we've got a move-in date less than 2 weeks away now, which is crazy. You should get a cat cam. Well, Daisy very rarely comes to visit, and Timmy doesn't at all now, so I don't know if there's much point. But yeah, no, I had a nice weekend. So sorry that there wasn't a live stream on Friday. But yeah, me and Becca were out in Bristol for the evening, so that's why there was no live stream then. However, I did say that there was a chance that I would be able to stream and do a Sunday night stream. So here we are. We are doing an overnight long haul. Am I moving my office? No, I'm going to be... My stream schedule and everything is staying exactly the same. Studio, everything here is not... There's nothing changing. I'll just be commuting to work. Lucas, thank you for 62 months. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Coriel's here as well. Okan is here from Istanbul. Hello. Lucas, thank you very much. 62 months. It's 5 years and it is another 2 months on top. You're an absolute legend. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you. Oh, there's the Duel of the Fates. Joe's got his Duel of the Fates in... Joey is the next one. Thank you for the 5 months. Hello. Speaking of, I just finished sorting council tax. Nice. Hello, Joel. In 1440? In 1440? What's 1440? Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, Joey, for 5 months of support. Welcome back, dude. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you, folks. That's got us through a level 2 hype train. God, on a Sunday evening. Bloomin' heck. Wait, 1440... I'm not streaming in 1440p, am I? If I am, I'm not aware of it. I upgraded your monitor. Oh, well, I'll still be in 1080 because the stream's in 1080. But cool on the monitor, though. Lubu, hey, 3 years. Hello, hello. Thank you, mate. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'll speak about it in a bit. But yeah, me and Becca have signed on a place. So me and Becca are going to kind of, well, Becca's going to be moving and then I'm going to be slowly spending more nights there and everything. So it's nice. We're going to be moving in with each other like gradually. But I'll still be streaming and working from this studio. Nothing will change here. Nothing will change here. The only thing will change is that after I finish this live stream, I'll be driving to Becca's. So, yeah. God, there's more. Blooming heck. Folks, thank you so much for these. Again, Lubu with a 3-year anniversary sub with a Prime. Thank you, mate. And then it's another Prime where it's Azareth still using the Prime. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. The amount of people who are generous enough to use their free Twitch Prime sub here is absolutely amazing. So thank you. Where to? You want my exact address? The postcode is... We're staying in the same area. Yeah, that's it. You snore that bad that she don't want you full time. No, she's the fucking snorer. That's the reason why. Yeah. As a rest, mate, thank you. 25 months. There we go. Will I fly all night long? Yeah, I'm going to hand fly the whole 14-hour flight, Sanjay. No. I will be going to bed. I'll give it a few weeks until you'll want your office in the new house. Yeah, I can't really, unfortunately, mate. No, I've got things here and stuff, so I will be staying here. Curious if he gets any stutters. I tried the A380 last night after a while and kept noticing stutters. Oh, really? Their Discord seems to have several complaints about the same. Oh, well, we will see. Hopefully not. Alpine's here. Hello. Kyle is here over on the TikTok. I'll introduce the flight in just a moment. I'm just saying some hellos. ETA? I don't have any ETA, mate. I've not even started the engines yet. I can't have an estimated time of arrival before I've even got in the air. No idea when my ETA is. The flight's about 14 hours. So, well, not before 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, anyway. Yeah. I'm glad to hear you're moving to Hemel Hempstead. Oh, my God. Maybe not. Raven, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello. Silky smooth A380 for me today. Okay, good. Hopefully not. The ETA of the ETA. The ETA of the ETA, probably about 11:30, 12 p.m. UK time. Pilot NI James, thanks very much for the follow on TikTok. Hello, welcome. Anyway, yes, hello all. Good to see you all. Welcome in. I hope we're all well. Princess Margaret is here. Craigie's here as well. Hello, friends. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. So, yeah, I'm making up for the fact that there was no live stream on Friday evening because me and Becca were out at a gig. And so we're doing an overnight long haul because I've got the day off work tomorrow. It's a Microsoft holiday tomorrow. It's President's Day in the US. So it's a Microsoft holiday, meaning I don't have to work. Is very nice. So we are going to do an overnight flight now. We'll obviously do the departure, finish up the stream a little bit later after we're airborne for a while, and then I will come back tomorrow for the landing into Heathrow. And then that will be the only stream tomorrow, okay? I won't be doing a Monday evening stream because me and Becca are off to the cinema. She's going to finish work, and then she's dragging me out to go and see Bridget Jones. So, I mean, I dragged her to a gig of 2 bands that she'd never really heard of before on Friday. So, I suppose it's only fair that I go and see Bridget Jones with her. And it's cost us nothing, because with Sky, I get 2 thingies a week. Riley, stop! I'm literally going to ban you if you keep requesting country western music, mate. You know I hate it. It's just going to get skipped. Stop it, Riley. Oh my God. Frickin' again. It's right, Riley, you're on the ban list for song requests. No, that's it. Song requests. Block list. Blocked user. No, I've had enough. Add. Wrecked. No. I keep telling you. Good job you're not paying anything. I wish I never. Oh, really? Is it that bad? It's fine. It will be nice. It'll be nice. Mario, I don't speak that language. Speak in English, please. Hello. You love it. Oh, I don't mind a rom-com. I don't know if I've watched all of the Bridget Joneses, though, so I might have missed out on things. But anyway, I might have missed out. I'm not even too sure. Anyway, yeah, so is this the stable version of the A380 I don't ask on YouTube? No, mate, this is the 4K dev version, which, if I'm not mistaken, is this the right version that has step climbs now? You need to watch Bridget Jones's Baby. Oh, for God's sake. Can I just watch a recap? Okay, cool, it does, yeah. I thought we'd give it a go then. Anyway, yeah, so, basic plan, as I say, there's not going to be a live stream tomorrow evening, but in lieu of that, I'll obviously be streaming tomorrow morning. I might extend the stream. So like after we land into Heathrow, I might do something afterwards. But it depends what's going on elsewhere. There's a couple of other bits and bobs and jobs that I need to do to start to prep for mine and Becca's move in a couple of weeks' time, which I've not really done much of, to be honest. So I've got a few things to do around the house tomorrow when I don't have work, and then me and Becca are out in the evening. But we'll see. There will definitely be a live stream tomorrow, though. That is for sure. It'll just be a morning stream instead of an evening stream. Yeah. So I thought we'd do a Sunday overnight long haul. It's not very often we get to do long hauls. And so I was really in the mood for one, to be honest with you. And I was in the mood for the A380 as well, because we're obviously not long away now. 10 to 12-ish days, I think, is what they said. 24th to the 28th, isn't it? So anywhere between like 8 to 12 days, hopefully, away from the release of the A350. So this might be our last opportunity for a long haul before the A350 releases. So we're down on the ground in Singapore. We've got the cloud surf scenery, Singapore, which is a beautiful one. And we're going to be taking the A380 across as BA flight 12 to London Heathrow. There we go. Speedbird 12, Singapore to London Heathrow. I was going to do this with Singapore Airways because they do it in the A380 as well. Then I discovered that BA do it in the A380. So I was like, great, I'll do it with BAV. And then I loaded up BAV. And because in the like aircraft config thing in the jig, this livery shows as fly-by-wire for the airline, not British Airways, the BA virtual software won't even run. So I'd have to restart exit out the whole sim and change a file and crap just for the awful BA virtual software to actually pick up the livery, for God's sake, which is just so annoying. So I just closed Merlin and was like, all right, screw you, Bav, I won't log the flight with you then. Quite simple, really. So I'm not bothered with BAV. So we're just going to fly normally tonight. I will track it on VATSIM, though, so there we go. Is the A380 flyable in MSFS 2024? Good question. This is the last thing, and then we will start to get ourselves going. I'm not flying on VATSIM. No, I'm not flying on VATSIM. I'm not flying on MSFS 2024. I believe the A380 is working on 2024. Number one, I've tried it once and it didn't work for me. It was just on an ever-ending looping cycle of loading and never loaded. And I've heard some other people say that like it doesn't work or you have to be careful with it or I don't know. I'll give it another try again soon, but because I planned this relatively last minute and was just like, screw it, let's just install make two sceneries live, get the livery going, and then we can go live. I was like, you know what, let's just do it in 2020 for tonight. So we are in MSFS 2020 for this one, but yeah, I mean, hopefully this will potentially be our last. Hopefully this will potentially be our last long haul in MSFS 2020. Because you've got the 777 working in 2024. We'll have the A350 in 2024. And then if I can get this working in 2024, then yeah, we're pretty much set, aren't we? So this could be our final long haul in 2020. But I thought you folks wouldn't mind that. So yeah. Some airports won't load the FMC. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Okay. We'll see. Oh, you finally pulled the trick on 24. Took forever to faff and get it set up. Nice. Once you got it going, yeah. I've heard that from real world pilots that they say it's a lot better. So there we go. Are the servers working for MSFS 2024? Now, Kyle, the sim released 3 months ago, mate. That was like 2 days of issues, right on the 19th of November. It's been 3 months since then. So yes. It can have occasional issues. Okay, yeah, it's the safe bet. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll give it a go. Let's be honest, regardless of what you may or not be allowed to say, there is a very much a non-zero chance you get the A350 early. So the only things I can say is what's been publicly said about the A350. Builds have said that they're going to be working with content creators. And obviously I am sponsored by Builds. That's all I can say though. I can't say any more than that. There is nothing more to say in that regard. But yes, there you go. Will the long haul be live throughout the hours? Finley as well, thanks for the follow TikTok. Kelly asked on TikTok, will the long haul be live throughout the hours? No. So let me just explain the concept and then we will start. This is what we call a split stream long haul, which is a concept I came up with many years ago and now everybody and their dog does. But it means that I can go to bed in between. Let me grab the sub. Gav, 44 months. Hello. You stunner. Thank you very much indeed. 44 months, Gav. All the fours. 4 months away from the 4 years. You folks have been amazing. What an incredible start to the stream. Thank you so much for all of these subs today, folks. It means the world. It really does. Thank you. So it's a split stream long haul. So essentially, we do one flight, but split over 2 live streams. The first one being the departure live stream, which is right now. And then we'll stay and cruise for a little bit once we've departed here out of Singapore, chill out for a bit. And then we'll finish up the stream tonight when I want to go to bed. And then we will get up tomorrow morning and I'll go live again, as long as the sim's still running, and we'll do the landing. I have done it before when I did an overnight long haul and left the stream up overnight. But I slept terribly because I kept worrying that something would happen. Even though I put my chat in like emote only mode, I was still terrified that something would go wrong. So I'm not doing it again. But we'll be live tomorrow morning for the landing. So there we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, we'll finish up tonight once we've departed and chilled out for a bit. And then we'll be back live again tomorrow morning. So if you are watching on whatever platform you're on, if you drop a follow, you should get notified when I go live tomorrow morning. Change the address for everything I can do in advance. Nice, that's very exciting, Becca. Very exciting. How do I use your TCA throttle for the A380 on Xbox? You can't get the A380 on Xbox, mate. Not this one. The way that, if you're doing it for any 4-engine aircraft, I do the left 2 engines on the left throttle quadrant and the right 2 engines on the right throttle quadrant. Keep it simple, right? So engine 1 and 2 is on the left quadrant and then 3 and 4 on the right quadrant. Right, let's get going, because I've been waffling on for like 25 minutes and we've not even got into the sim yet. Let's get going. We could just sit here all night and have a chat. You guys are in a chatty mood. I love it. We could just sit here and chat all night. Okay, off we go. Let's get cracking. Thanks for the followers coming through on the TikTok. Those of you over there as well. Hello. So, I believe this aircraft now has auto step climbs. Of course, this is the fly-by-wire Airbus A380. I am on the 4K dev version. That's the one that I'm using. The latest 4K dev version. I installed it, well, about half an hour before I went live. Livery today, we're in Golf X-Ray Lima Echo Foxtrot, which I think is a Hughes by Horizon livery from flightsim.to. Scenery, as I've already mentioned, this is the Cloud Surf Asia Singapore scenery. Hello there's a Singapore triple. Which I got on the marketplace. Love this scenery. Very nice one to fly in and out of. We're flying real time, so it's early in the morning here. And then we're using the latest update for the InnyBuilds Heathrow scenery as well, which I installed earlier on as well. So here we are in the beautiful A380. Let's go and start to get things set up, shall we? Why does the airport feel like a ghost town? Because there's not many people on the VATSIM network. There's only a few departures. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, Ian's here as well. Hello. Lubu. I saw Lubu's comment a moment ago about Wednesday split stream long hauls. Yeah, those are the days. We used to do a long haul once a week, which is crazy. Right, so I've already got the sim brief information here. We'll have a good look at the flight plan in a moment, but I want to get boarding going first. Hello there. Thank you for the follow, Starbowie. Is that? Hello, thank you. Can't pronounce your name because I'm inept, but thank you. So we should have a 0 fuel weight today of 318.4. And in the fuel, we should have 192.6. So let's see if we can load that in. So 318.4, that looks right. 3184. So we will do fast. Yeah, boarding time 15 minutes there now. Let's do real time. Screw it, why not? So we've only got 177 passengers just because of takeoff weight restrictions, but that's fine. So we'll go and get some passengers coming on board. And then the fuel, it's going to ask for 1927. That's perfect. And I will do fast on that. Let's do fast on that. There we go. Cool. So we are getting passengers on, and we are getting refueling going, and then I will start GSX. Did I just hear Daisy, or am I going... You might have done. Mama Chewy's on the phone, so yeah. Am I playing career? No, we're not in career mode. GSX. You need to turn on auto step climbs. Oh, yes, I will do that now. Let's do that now. Let me just get, like, boarding and stuff going. And then we can get this show on the road. Are you waiting to program the step climbs or enable the auto... Well, so I don't quite know how it works. I will do auto step climbs in the EFB, but obviously I want to make sure that I'm step climbing at the waypoints that the flight plans told me to. So, yeah. Right, yeah, we'll attach the pushback tug. We don't want to board the crew because I am the crew. So it's in realism. And then we want to do automatic step climbs. There we go. That's what we want, right? Will you have wind uplink? Can you do that in this yet? The last time I did it, you couldn't have wind uplink in this.
We are ready for pushback.
Hello there. We're not. You have to put in the step climbs in the flight plan and it will follow that. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Franklin says, thank you for flying from my home. Hey, nice. I took this exact flight to Heathrow many years ago for holiday. Well, Franklin, I hope it was a lovely holiday. Thank you, mate. There's no wind uplink yet. Okay. We're on MSFS 2020 for those of you asking. You can get this aircraft working in 2024, but I've not properly tried it yet. I tried it a few weeks ago and it didn't work, so I'll try it again sometime. Right, let's have a look at the flight plan. So we are BA flight 12 today, Singapore to Heathrow in XLEF, as we've already established. 0 fuel weight 3184, max takeoff weight today 510, so pretty much still smack bang on. Landing weight 342.5. I've taken some extra fuel. We're starting cruise at flight level 340. We will step climb, so we've got 360, 380, and flight level 400 today. So we will put those step climbs in on the flight today. Oh my goodness, there's more! Thank you very much, 25 months for Miranda. Oh, Freudies is here on YouTube and is departing as a Swiss. Oh, nice. We'll see if we can spot you in a moment then. Thank you very much indeed. I'm very well, Miranda. How are you, mate? I'm good. I've had a lovely weekend. I've got the day off work tomorrow. I'm going to the cinema as well. So, yeah, all's good, mate. Thank you very much for asking, and thank you for the 25 months. Oh, God, and then we got a brand new sub. Blimmin' heck, it's all going on. Heading to bed, I think. Oh, okay. Good night. Coltonish, thank you for the prime. I'll text you in a bit, Becca, but you'll probably still be asleep, I guess. Thank you very much. Coltonish, a brand new sub. If you're wondering why we do the mask, mate, it's because many years ago somebody said you should make the Chewbacca noise whenever somebody subs to the channel. And I can't make the Chewbacca sound. I just sound like a dying owl. So we've got the mask instead. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we had a follow as well, Melvin. Thank you for the follow, Melvin. Welcome. Right, so 13 hours, 52-minute flight time expected today. And that's going to use about 167.5 tons of fuel. I've added in an extra 9 tons just because I don't know what the fuel burn is like on this thing yet, if it's accurate or not. So, bugger it, I'll take more. We're not paying for it. We don't care about Greta in the sim world. 192.6, which you've already got loading in, so that's good. Manchester for the alternate, which I guess would work. And, yeah, that's us. Don't think there's much. So there's more. I've not looked at like the weather charts or anything like that. I don't think it'll show it in there. It might show it like right down here, but then it's a bit of a faff with like zooming in and stuff. Hopefully it'll be all right. We could go and have a look on SimBrief later if we wanted. Polyglot, hello, how you doing? I am not coming to FS weekend, I'm so sorry to say. Unless something dramatically changes very last minute, I'm afraid I will not be at FS weekend. As I say, for those of you who don't know, Becca and me are moving in together right at the start of March. Literally the 1st of March is our move-in date. And so obviously, as I'm sure you can comprehend, there's quite a lot of costs that go into moving. Where's the dome light in this? There's quite a lot of costs and things that go into it. And I'm not there in any kind of like work capacity or anything as well. So, yeah. Right. Adairs can go to nav. Oxygen supply can go to on. No mobile can go to auto. Emergency exit light can be armed. I don't know if we finished fueling yet. No, we're still fueling. So I won't put the seatbelt signs on just now. Where are the dome lights? I feel like it's very dark when I look up there. Maybe that's just me. Am I on VATSIM? Yes, I am. But yeah, so unfortunately I won't be at VATS. God, Mama Chewie is shouting down the phone to her friend. Sorry if you can hear, Mama. Let me just shut the door. All I can do is hear her shouting. She's on the phone to her friend, so she's having a nice chat. Yeah, so I would love to be at FS Weekend, and the original plan was for me to be at FS Weekend, but just now because me and Becca are moving in together and everything, which is obviously really exciting for us, I've got to cut back on some costs for the moment. There's still a chance that I will be at FS Expo if I can save up for it and stuff, but at the moment, yeah, no FS Weekend, I'm afraid, next month for me. Right, parking brake is set. They're all off. That's fine. 122A. I'll just check the squawk is 2000, which it is. Lovely. Cool. Right, let's go and have a look at the weather here. Husky's here. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, thank you, Alex. I'm going to do the same ASAP, but a bit complicated, especially as your partner lives in Germany. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is. How was your Valentine's Day? It was lovely, thank you, Husky. It was lovely indeed. Right, Singapore. Oh, that's ATIS that I'm looking for, not Meta. So, there we go, Singapore. So, this was issued at 2100 Zulu, so 15 minutes ago. Variable 2 knots, few clouds at 1600, broken at 16,000. 26 degrees centigrade. God, at this early time. 2.23, the QNH 1010, which the simulator agrees with, so 1010 set. Cool. Why is VATSIM quiet? Maybe because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning here, mate. Yes, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. That's probably why, mate. Miku, hello, how you doing? ATC being quiet. There's no ATC. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here. TikTok viewers. I don't think there'll be any ATC on this time. Plus, I've not, even if there was ATC, I've not tuned into any ATC yet. I don't need to talk to them if there was. Hatsune Miku in TikTok chat. God. People don't realise time zones exist, I know, right? Been watching you for years on YouTube. Finally caught a stream right now. I'm flying from Dublin to San Francisco. Just crossed into Newfoundland. Nice, Colton. Have a safe flight, mate. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. The automatic ATC in the States on VATSIM is a nice touch. To some degree, although it doesn't always get it right. Uplink insert in progress. Where's the flight plan then? It's not come. Maybe because it's such a large flight plan, it's not come through. Yeah. Although if it's not got the right runway, then it can be a pain. See you later, Donkey. You have a good one, mate. Are you excited about the Iron Builds A350? Just a little bit, mate. Yeah, just a little bit. Can't wait. Here we go. Receive company flight plan. There we go. 1, 2. That's all correct. That's all correct as well. The trip wind was 35. So because it's a headwind, we have to put H35. So headwind 35 knots. There's no wind uplink yet in this aircraft, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so next thing is IRS. That should all be good. That's all aligned. Perfect. I like to do fuel and load, although we're still boarding and stuff, aren't we? How are we getting on with that? Do you plan on doing a long haul when the A350 releases? As long as time allows it, mate. Yeah. Time allows it. Right, we'll do fuel and load later because we've still got a little while to go. So we'll do that later. Let's look at the flight plan. So what runways are they using in real life here? Let's zoom in. Right, so it looks like they're on the northerly, so the 02s today. So it looks like it's going to be a 02 center departure, which is quite a long taxi, but I don't mind. And I've not got a SID. I've not got a SID. Why is that? We're out via the waypoint Acoma today. Which is there. Does anybody know what that would be? Does 02 Centre allow the A380? That's a very good question. I mean, I'd be surprised if it didn't. Code F taxi chart. Yeah, there's no issues with that. You can use the visualizer. Can I? Don't know how to do that on here. Arossa 3 Alpha, somebody says. Arossa 3 Alpha. Ah, there's a coma. Yeah, that makes sense for me. Thank you. Lovely, that'll do. It's an RNAV departure. Good, that'll do. Oh, Svaney, hello, mate. There we go. Mr. Brian confirms it's an Arossa SID. Thank you. Thank you very much for the 89 months. Svaney, that is a super, super long sub. Love you, buddy. Chewy bloody love. Thank you very, very, very much for a wild 89 months. Goodness gracious. I hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah. Do you mind me asking, how did you get the screen working in the flight? Oh, yeah. For those of you wondering how to get... Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Has my sim crashed? Oh, don't tell me my sim's crashed. Really? Oh. What in the world? What the fuck's going on here? It's got that weird frame generation bug. I've not had this since, well, when this aircraft first launched. Ugh. How do you fix that? Ugh. The only way I can do it is if I go into windowed mode, which sucks. I'm literally just alt-entering. That's really weird. Yeah, I'm doing alt-enter. I've literally had this once since this aircraft released. You can toggle frame gen off and on in the settings if alt-enter doesn't work yet. What a faff. It's the only aircraft that this does it on. Don't have it anywhere else. Frame generation off. I can't even save the settings and then on. Hey, Astro, thank you, 46 months. Sorry, mate, I'm just faffing with this as well. Folks, thank you for these. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy flying, 46 months. What a legend. I appreciate you a lot, dude. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you for the 46. It's because you're hitting the VRAM limit. The only aircraft that does it, and they've not fixed it, which is a pain. It has to do with the VRAM bug. Well, how could it be when we're on 2020, not on 2024? Suddenly that bug is on another sim as well, is it? That's a new one for me. Alright, let's see if that works. No. I think I might just have to fly in windowed mode and then hide the taskbar. How's that? That doesn't make a difference to you folks, does it? If I'm in windowed mode, you folks don't see a thing. I think I might just go in windowed mode. It's not VRAM. Yeah, this is it. I don't get where the VRAM bug has come from, considering I'm in 2020. Am I excited for the 350? Yes, Ed. Can't wait, mate. I always fly in windowed mode. Interesting. Yeah, I tried to go drone camera and then back and it didn't work. Weird. Sorry, Livefly. What was your Livefly? Your question? How did you get the screen working? Ah, with the fly tab. Yeah, sorry, Livefly. I do apologize. Oh, wait. It's doing it now, even in windowed mode. What the fuck, fly-by-wire? Sorry. There's a mod on flightsim.to. It's like A380 OIT functionality. Yeah. That's what I use. Right. Okay. I think it's going to be all right. Right. Let's just get going. Departure. Runway 02 center on Anarossa 3 Alpha. There we go. So it's straight out to Moxib above 2,000. Left turn to Arosa 7,000. Initial climb clearance is only 3,000. Why? It's like when I tab out. It's so weird. Frame generation bug is often when the VRAM is near. I mean, I'm on a 4090 graphics card and I'm in 2020. I've never heard of anybody saying a VRAM limit in this aircraft in 2020 before. That would be a brand new one for me. That'd be a brand new one for me. Let me have a look. Yeah, I mean, it's quite high, but it's not at its limit. If you have a 5080 and I get this, it's weird, isn't it? I don't know. Try to reduce render scale and go back. Now, you know what? I am not going to sit here for 8 hours and faff with the sim just to get it working. It's all right in windowed mode right now. We'll leave it as is, I think. I think we'll leave it as is. Right, I need to program in these step climbs, don't I? So, let's work out where they are. Let's work out where they are. So, we've got Guras at flight level 360. Let's work out how to do this. I've never done step climbs in an Airbus before. I'm just not even looking. Let's go back to the top. Let me know if you see Guras. There it is. So, altitude. So, I mean, do we put in it like as an app restriction here? Is this how we do it? Why don't you use the BA777? Because I wanted to fly this. People thought it was the new DLSS update. I don't know. Step outs. Ah, there. Ah, I see. Ah, this is better. Right, so Guras at flight level. Okay, I guess I'll do it this way. 360, enter. Then it's Sodok at flight level 380. Let's find that. That's boarding complete. 380. And then finally, the last one is Cockpit at flight level 400. I hope this works. There it is. Cockpit, flight level 400. Enter. Good. Right. That is fine. So do I need to do anything else with that or not? Victor Whiskey Romeo Tango to Tango Turbo. Cool. Do you know whether the taxi cam is going to be functional? No. It's not possible in the sim. You just need to remember to... Yeah, we've done auto step climb. Cool. So will I see anything in here or not? I guess we will do when we're airborne, right? But there's nothing in there right now. Cool. Good. So that's fine. Fueling's also complete. So let's go and put the seatbelt signs on. And I think boarding's complete as well. Or loading is complete. Actually, it's not going to be in that one, is it? I need to sort out my key bindings a little bit. Cool. Yes. Good. So, 318.4 is going to be our load. Let's do that. Fuel and load. 318.4. And the 0 fuel weight CG today is 35.5. And the block fuel is 192.7. Hello there, MB Play. Thanks so much for your follow. Thank you, mate. Good. So that's giving us a takeoff weight of about 509.6. So we're right at max takeoff weight. Yeah, we're in MSFS 2020. Yeah, we've done the auto step climbs. We've done the auto step climbs. Do you put your MCP out to the final cruising altitude? I'm guessing it will do it automatically for you. Yeah, I'm guessing so. I haven't, Campia, mate. No. Good. Right. So then it's just takeoff performance now, isn't it? Let's put 3,000 feet for the initial climb. And takeoff performance is done in here. So takeoff perf. A380 fly-by-wire, 02 center. Yeah, optimum flex. That's all correct. Calculate. So flat 1, flex, selected temper 50, 142, 157, 165 today. So flex of 50 goes into there. Flat 1. And then 142. Oops. 142. 157. And I think it was 165. I'll double check it. 142, 157. And 165. Lovely. Good. And then I just need to get the THS, which I think is there, right? 40.1. Good. Packs on. Wait, was it packs on? Let's have a look. Yes. Good. There we go. BA's. Oh, is it actually, Miguel? I don't know what it is in the fly-by-wire. Like the limit that's on the SimBrief profile is 510. So yeah. You don't need to touch the FCU. It works like the 777. That's awesome. Good. So we've done the flight plan. We've done the performance. All of those things. Fuel is on board. Lovely. Let's go and do a pre-flight checklist then. So cockpit inspection checklist. Gear pins and covers are removed. Fuel quantity 192.7 is set. Baro ref, we've got 1010 3 times. That is checklist complete. Good. I'm going to start up the APU and then we will go and do a bit of a taxi briefing as well. Fly-by-wire is 510. Yeah, that's what it's on SimBrief. So yeah. A Merc's house with a follow on TikTok. Thank you, mate. Do you reckon you'd be a pilot someday in real life? Probably not, mate. Very expensive. A350? No, we're in the A380. So, Codef taxi chart. We won't be going by Quebec. So, we're parked here on Charlie 26, right at the top here. So, somebody said the best taxi route would be Victor, Whiskey, Romeo, Tango. Oh my god. Victor? Whiskey, Romeo, and then Tango to Tango 12. Okay, so we actually go down here then. So do we want to push back to the north? Or I guess we could go push back to the south, Victor 1-3, and then Victor 5 to Whiskey. Or I guess we could just go down Victor. Do we really need to go down Whiskey? Romeo, then Tango. Cool. The other option would be to go up to the north here, but I don't think we need to do that. Good. And then we've already had a look at the departures. Just straight out and a left-hand turn. Good. Oh my goodness. Flying me. Hello. Not happy that the INI builds A350 MSFS 2020 will have no cabin, Chewy. I think there's so much worse things in life. I really don't get the fuss over it. I won't lie, Paul. Thank you very much, Flying me. I appreciate the 60 months. That's absolutely correct. Mate, you're a legend. I hope so. I hope I'm still doing this in 5 years, mate. I certainly don't plan to stop anytime soon. Thank you, mate. I get the whole thought, like I get that people are annoyed, like they want to have the A350 have a cabin in MSFS 2020, but it's going to be, bar none, the most complex, the most in-depth, the most well thought and loved, you know, product, I think, that we've got yet in MSFS history. I genuinely believe out of anything that we've got in MSFS history, it's going to smash everything else. And all, you know, it was built and designed to work in the 2024 system. And then Ini Builds have seen that there's still quite a lot of people who are using 2020. And so retrospectively, at no extra cost to the user, made an entire 2020 version. They're releasing the 900, the 1000, and the ULR for the same price point. And all I can see is people moaning about the fact that it doesn't have a cabin. Come on. Everybody completely is glazed over all of the amazing things that the A350 does have and will still have on 2020, which it wasn't even going to originally release for. And all people really seem to care about is the fact that it doesn't have a cabin. I mean, come on. Are we really, is that really all that we care about? Anyway, sorry, rant over. I guess it is. Anyway, I get it. Like, you know, Yeah, okay, thank you. You know, like like it would be nice if it had a cabin, but just be bloody happy that it's even coming to 2020 because it wasn't originally. Right, before start checklist, let's get ready to go. Oh, it's doing it. I'm not even in full screen mode and it's doing it. Oh dear. I'm not even in full screen anymore and it's doing it now. And then it just fixes itself. So weird. Right. Oh, come on. If it's going to be like this, we actually can't even do the flight. Because I can't fly with it doing that on me. Stupid things. I don't think it's NVIDIA fixing frame gen. This is the only aircraft this happens to. It's got to be something to do with the A380. I've never seen anybody else have it with any other aircraft but the fly-by-wire. Right, beacon is on, seatbelt is on, APU bleed. Let's go and turn on the transponder, which we need to do via the serve page. We're squawking mode Charlie, and we're on Unicom. Good. Right, let's go and get GSX ready. You get it in all aircrafts for the past 2 weeks. Interesting. I tried turning off frame gen and turning it back on, didn't fix it. I've never had this before until this. Well, I had this issue with the first ever release of the A380. And then I've had it now, but between then I've never had it. If I turn off the cabin, I wonder if... No, that doesn't do anything. Replace the aircraft, huh? Terrain pre-caching to high or ultra. It already is. I love how everybody's got a different fix for it. I've had, like, change the display ratio or whatever it is. Frame gen on and off. Windowed mode, Alt Enter. Rolling cache, Alt F4. Terrain pre-caching. Just makes me think that something else needs to get fixed, not changing settings in the sim, right? Right, okay, so before start checklist, parking brake is set, takeoff speeds and thrust are inserted, beacon is on, checklist complete. It's just weird how it just stops and is fine again. Right, cool. Really weird. Hey Mickey, how you doing? No, this is a mod for this fly-by-wire thing.
2500, come front level 340. Singapore traffic.
This is a mod that I'm using. It's on flightsim.to. Right, so I can now turn this off. Don't need that anymore. Good. Right, we are ready to go, I think.
Release parking brakes.
Hello, Singapore traffic, Speedbird 12, stand Charlie 26, push and start nose to the right, facing south. Singapore. Cool, there we go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
NVIDIA technology is so complex it's hard to pinpoint the problem. It's just weird that I only get it in this aircraft though. I've never had it in any other aircraft. Oh, this is unflyable. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's getting worse, isn't it?
Singapore traffic, Swiss 177 Juliet, stand Echo 26, push and start stand Papa 7 to face north.
I mean, if it's gonna be like this, I can't do the flight. It's just constantly like this now, isn't it? If I know, I'm not flying without frame generation, I'll get half the FPS. It's a waste of time. I think the frame gen issue is due to the VRAM bug. Sorry, where is this VRAM bug suddenly appeared from in MSFS 2020? I've never heard of it before in 2020. I don't use G-Sync Husky, so it's not that. This will return when you land too. Do you have lossless scaling? I've never heard of that. Well, I've heard of it. I've never used it. Motion blur? What? I love how everybody's telling me to turn off different settings and turn it back on. And then turn off software that I don't even use. Oh, the frame rate is disgusting. Alt enter, already done it, doesn't work. Alt enter used to fix it for me, but it's not now. I think it's something wrong with the fly-by-wire in the latest version.
Set parking brakes.
Ooh, it's awful. Nah, I can't fly with this. The map gives me this issue. Get it in the Phoenix as well. I don't know. Where are you flying to at the moment? Nowhere, Leo.
Unlocking gear.
I'll be the... I have no clue. Fair enough, Owen. You had it in the iFly earlier. I've never had it before unless I'm in this aircraft. I've only ever got it in the fly-by-wire. Yeah, same. I mean, it's now all the time, like... Oh. Now it stops again. Oh, it's so weird, isn't it? Rolling cache. What do you do with the rolling cache? I mean, I haven't deleted my rolling cache for ages. Where's that data? I don't think that'll do anything. Oh, I don't even have rolling cache. I mean, I could just delete it anyway, even though I don't have it, just in case there is anything stored. I don't use rolling cache in 2020. There we go. Nothing there. This is why I worry that like all these things don't actually do anything. Right, let's actually try and start some engines. So, ignition start, starting 1 and 2. It seems to have stopped itself again now, so...
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Try and start some engines. Is it the map? Because as soon as I've gone onto the map, it's done it. Oh dear. To be fair, even if it does do it on landing, it won't matter too much, I don't think, because... Actually, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't know. It's so strange that it's coming and going without really doing anything. Well, that's why I don't think like changing settings is going to do anything, because it just seems to be randomly occurring. It's RAM. I bet on Task Manager it'll be at 98%. No, it's at 86. Your bet has been failed. Is it better now? No, it's still doing it. What's the flight? We're trying to fly Singapore to Heathrow in the A380, but we're getting some weird issues with the fly-by-wire. Go into your settings, change a value and back directly without accepting before. That should work. I don't want to sit here and try loads of options. If it's just going to fucking faff all day, then yeah. Water waves, there we go. I don't think doing this would fix it somehow. No, there you go. What I did was deleting the rolling cache. Yeah, I don't even use rolling cache, so it's definitely not that. It just comes and goes. Like, it's there for a moment and then it goes again. I've had this issue in the Phoenix and the PMDG 777. It's really weird. I've only ever had it with the first ever version that came out of the A380 and then now. Yeah, it's the only time I've ever had it. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. I wonder if it'll do it when we're airborne, whether it's something to do with the airport. What's the problem? Nobody really knows what the problem is. We've had loads of different people say different things, but we don't actually know. Reported to fly-by-wire, but no answer. I have a sneaking suspicion they're already probably fully aware. Yeah, I've disabled the cabin. See, it just kind of happens randomly, like nothing has changed. Which is why I feel like it's a bug or something that's wrong with the aircraft. Because it just happens randomly. Are you ready for taxi? No. And then it's fine again. Really weird, isn't it? Really. Right, APU off. Start switch to norm. Ground spoilers. Flaps. Trim. But it's weird to hear that other people get it in other aircraft. Because I didn't even know it was a thing that existed until this aircraft for me personally. Right, trim set, RTO is armed on there. See, again, and then it... Really weird. I hope it doesn't do it into Heathrow tomorrow morning. Bet it will. After start, anti-ice not required. Checklist complete. And taxi checklist. Flight controls. Let's do a flight control check. Ah, no! No! Sorry. Sorry. Didn't click the right button, my bad. What time do you reckon you'll be landing tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe about midday UK time? Once it starts, I have to restart the sim. Oh dear. Oh well. We're screwed then. Right, rudder check. If it was fly-by-wire issues, then we wouldn't have issues in the 777 and the Phoenix. Yeah, but like, I don't worry, I understand that, but I'd never really heard of people getting it before the fly-by-wire released, and now suddenly loads of people are getting it. I don't know why. And I thought the 4K dev version like fixed it, because when it first released, there wasn't that option, was there? Like flight controls, flap setting, config 1, radar, it's not on, but that's fine. And the takeoff config is normal. Checklist completed. Right, okay, so what were we taxiing via? Singapore traffic, Speedbird 12 taxiing via Victor, Victor, Romeo Tango, holding point Tango 1202 Center, Singapore. Okay, so taxi light on. And then I'm going to turn down the ambient lighting in here now. Make it a little bit more atmospheric. There we go. Lovely, off we go. So we think the only real fix is disable frame generation, which I really don't want to have to do. I think we'll try and do the departure, and if it's really bad on the departure and then we're airborne and it continues, then I might have to Alt F for it. Which would be such a shame, but... Does anybody get it in 2024 or only in 2020? Oh, it's literally constant now. You get it in 2024 as well, wow. No, toggling between windowed and full screen does nothing. Yeah, same with me. So when this first happened for me, when I first got the A380, when it first happened, all I needed to do was do Alt-Enter and it fixed it. It was like going into windowed mode fixed it for me. Yeah. What's the issue with disabling frame gen? You instantly lose 50% of all your performance. Frame gen is crucial. Without frame gen, there's really no point. For me, anyway. Bottlenecking? No, I don't... Well, I don't know. It could be a bottlenecking thing, yeah. What's my, like, CPU and GPU usage right now? Yeah, well, I mean, my CPU's being used 50% and my GPU's being used 30%. I feel like that's severely underutilized, isn't it? However, recently that doesn't fix it. Yeah, John. I don't know if it could be something to do with... Could it be anything to do with, like, graphics, like NVIDIA drivers and the latest DLSS 4 stuff? I think it, yeah, I think it could be a bottleneck thing. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Because it's just so random. It was doing it before DLSS 4. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense if we were getting bottlenecked. Control Shift B. What the hell does that do? That sounds dangerous. Check VRAM. No, I looked at my VRAM earlier. It was about 22 gigs. What's your job at Microsoft? Data work? No, I'm one of the community managers for Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't think I've got lossless scaling. Can you get lossless scaling to work without restarting the sim? Because if so, I'd pause somewhere and try it. You can. I don't know if I... Oh, I don't think lossless scaling will work because I'm on 2 PC setup. I'm on a dual PC setup, aren't I? So I don't think it'll work. Because I think I downloaded it. Is it on Steam? I can't remember where it is. Someone said something about RAM and that's interesting. Yeah, I've got 32. But yeah, it won't work for me, chat, because I use a second PC for streaming. So it won't work. I mean, it's unflyable, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to cancel the flight. I was really in the mood for this. I was really in the mood. Alt-Enter. No, we've tried that a million times. It doesn't work. No, Kelly, no. It's like constant now as well. I wonder if it is something to do with like load on the like some sort of bottleneck somewhere. If I take the map away, what does that do? Restart it? Well, the problem is that if I restart it, set it all up again, and then it did the same thing again, I'd probably want to put my PC out the window. I don't think we're going to be able to fly, chat. I mean, it's just... That is just awful. It is constant now. It's not going away no matter what I do. Is it just when you move the camera around? No, I can see it on the ground. Like if you look at the light. Look, can you see that light? It's not very obvious at the moment because it's nighttime, but look at the light on the ground. Try turn frames. What is frame scaling? I've never heard of that, mate. Turning the frame gen mod off. I don't use the frame gen mod. I'm on a 4090. Bowser, hey, how you doing? No, we've tried turning frame gen off and then on. It fixed for me when airborne. Yeah. But I just don't want it to happen when we land into Heathrow tomorrow morning. You could try TAA instead of DLSS. I already do. I don't use DLSS. It's just constant now, like, it won't go away. Frame gen off and restart is the only solution. I think we're screwed then, chat. Did it even do it on landing, Jamie? LHR will be a mess, mate. Chat, you ready? Try delete cache. I don't have a cache, mate. I don't use rolling cache. Fuck. Well, that's annoying. I don't really know what to do now. Major Fs. Major Fs in the chat. That was 2020. Take the 777. I could try the. I don't. Well, I could try the 777 in 2024, but God, we're going to be departing so late though. I guess that's not the end of the world. It happens in 2024. I mean, we could try it in the 777 in 2024, but I'd have to get the sceneries in 2024. As I say, I've only ever had it once before today, which was when I was in the A380 when it first released. I've never had it before. I guess we could try it in the 777. It's just a faff. At least 2024 will load quicker. Oh, Sanjo, thank you for 16 months. Let's give it a shot. All right, we'll give it a shot. For you lovely folks, we'll give it a shot. Right, I'll just leave it in this screen and I'll sort everything out in a moment. Mate, thank you. 16 months. What an absolute legend. Dude, I appreciate you a lot. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. And we'll do a super quick setup, hopefully. Hey, I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. 16 months. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry if I seem annoyed, chat. It's just a bit shit. Bit shit. And basic, 76 months. Thank you, thank you. Love you, mate. Thank you for 76 months. Thank you. There's all sorts that I need to do. I need to make sure I've got a livery and everything. Yeah, you had it at the start across the land, really. But did it sort itself out after a restart? Right, I've got STBM. Cool. Oh, I've just realised I've not even got the flight controls connected or anything. Ah! Right, let's worry about the flight plan first. Right, fine. That's all okay. I turned everything down to 50 T-LOD. Oh my god. Is the real... I'm just going to do this one, mate. Faff! Right, okay. Hello there, Aviation Boy. Thanks for the follow. So, let's go and... change up some bits and bobs then. And F1 Racer, thank you as well. Cheers, guys. Okay, let's move this in place. Let's move the yoke in place. Hopefully you heard a ding, 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 ding. Is that connected? Oh god, and now my yoke's like, it's attached. It's attached. Right, okay, so flight plan's good. You have to change your aircraft type. Oh shit. Oh yes, you're right, thank you. Well spotted. 300 ER. I think they use 57. I might be able to actually do it on BAV now. I'm not going to do GSX boarding or any of that shit, though. It'll be interesting to see if it does it in 2024 with the... I mean, this will be our first long haul in 2024 then. Screw it. That's exciting. Is there anything else I need to do here? PMDG, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Speedbird, that's fine. 02 center, whatever. Landing runway, I don't give a shit. Logan 2 hotel, yes, fine, good. Drains me so much when things like that happen to me. Imagine what it's like when you've then got hundreds of people watching you do it and it happening to you when you and you're trying to entertain people and bring positive vibes and then it happens. It's even more annoying. Right, okay, good. So that is fine. We'll get rid of steam altogether. Situation calls for vodka. Yeah, if only I drank. Right, give me a moment just to make sure I'm good to go, chat. And then we'll try and get loaded in. Oh, I need to activate sceneries and shit as well. That's going to be fun. They say it changes when the sun goes down around here. Bum, bum, bum. Here. Right. No, that's tools. Oh, God, where is it? Out there. Model matching. Airports. Oh, ah! It's fine, don't worry. I'm just slowly losing the will to live here. Because I've installed the new Heathrow update and now I need to move it across. Right, delete that. I was just hoping for a nice chill departure. That is not happening. What a scummy man. Rob you if he can. Got a nasty plan. Right, Heathrow and then Singapore's in the marketplace and I've just got to hope that it's an okay version of the scenery and does the job. And then I've got model matching there. I don't need to do liveries. The aircraft is already in 2024, so we just hope that that works. We end that flight, yes. And then we try and load 2024, I think, now. You need to put in the list for the next week, Mumbai to Marb. Oh, I saw you do that the other... Yeah, you were doing that the other day, weren't you? I did like Colombo and all that. Colombo and Marley. That's a really nice kind of one to do. Right, let's try it. Sorry, chat. We're faffing, I realise, but, well, yes, these things happen. Who we got? Hey, it's Adam. 85 months, folks. Thank you all for keeping the good vibes going. I appreciate you all. Thank you, mate. You absolute legend. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, how are you, mate? Thank you very, 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 very much indeed for the 85 months. You're a legend. AG says I just had to turn off VSync and Mate, I had about 8 million people telling me guaranteed ways of it fixing and none of it fixed, so we're just going to do this. Hey, Grizzle and 7 months. Hello to you as well. Hello, hello. Shame the Colombo scene rate a bit better. Yeah, you're right. Thank you very much, both of you. Hello, Grizzle. How are you? Speedbird's here on the YouTube. Hello. Welcome, folks. Hello. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. That wallpaper, yeah, it's a one that Innie Builds used, so on their socials and stuff, and they sent it to me, so it's my background now. Nico, hello, how you doing? For those of you just joining us, hello, folks. We were going to be doing an A380 overnight long haul, and potentially my last ever long haul in 2020 overnight. However, unfortunately, we had this weird frame generation glitch thing where it was incredibly stuttery with the fly-by-wire A380. I've only ever had it once before, which was when the A380 first launched. And for some reason it's back. No idea what's causing it, whether it's the sim, whether it's NVIDIA, whether it's the A380 itself. We don't really know. There's lots of different theories in the chat, but we don't know. So now we're gonna try and switch over and do the same flight, but do it in the 777. And do it in the 777, which kind of works in 2024. So it could be an absolute disaster, but hey, at least we'll have tried. Ian had the same issue a week ago on Cross the Land. Yeah, Jamie said he had it as well on Cross the Land. It's weird, isn't it? So, yeah, so we had this weird... And it was like... It was manageable if it appeared for like a few seconds, but it was literally like doing it the whole time. So, yeah. It was screwed. Screwed it was. Is there anything else I need to do over there? I don't think so. We could track it with Bav, but quite frankly, I don't know if I can be bothered. RRVV, thanks for following TikTok. Same with the 777 Freighter. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love these loading screens. Yeah, the trailer footage for 2024's loading screens is sick. I agree. Did you do try Alt-Enter twice? Yeah, we did loads of stuff, mate. Alt-Enter twice used to work for me when this aircraft first released, and now it doesn't. We tried deleting rolling cache, even though I didn't have it. We tried turning off frame generation, saving, and turn it back on. That didn't fix it. We tried changing another setting, and then changing it back, and then clicking apply and save. That didn't work. We tried all sorts. Oh no, it's going to do that thing again. It's stuck at 52% loading world data. It's going to be really laggy. Or maybe that was to do with us being on multiplayer. Do you remember it did this to us last week and we got stuck on 52% loading world data and then it just fixed itself? Kakamura, yeah, we're trying. Defolder help with performance? No, it just helps with your loading time. I mean, it'll help in performance if you're loading it all in close proximity to you. So if you've got like 3 airports within a small distance of each other, it might. I wonder if that's FSUIPC. Oh, really? Oh, well, as soon as I've clicked onto the FSUIPC thing, it's done it. So it may be FSUIPC. Okay, interesting. You just have to keep frame gen off. Mate, I am not doing a flight with 50% less performance. No. Just no. I'd rather not do the flight than not use frame gen. That is how critical frame gen is. I'd literally rather not do the flight. It's that, like, essential to me. And unfortunately, I can't use lossless scaling because, like Jamie, we both use a double PC setup. We use a streaming PC as well. So lossless scaling doesn't work with when you like duplicate your monitor over to a capture card. It doesn't work. So yeah. Are we playing flight sim loading sim? No, like, well, 2024 loads a lot quicker than 2020 for me. Can you install the 777 in 2024 without having 2020 installed? Nope. Nope. You basically got to copy and paste it over and then faff with some stuff to get it to work. Got a feeling it might be DLSS 4. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying it started happening for them before DLSS 4 release, though. Having the same issue with yourself, yeah. I mean, for me personally, the only aircraft I've ever experienced it with is the A380. I'm worried though that my performance is going to be terrible now because I don't know. We'll see. All right, what standard this go off? No idea. Brilliant. Great. Oh, there we go. Charlie 1. I'm gonna live Oh! Would help if I installed the scenery, wouldn't it? Spawn on the runway? Yeah, I will do to get into the aircraft. Tan Guy, thanks for the follow. I don't even know if this will work properly. Don't fancy just grabbing a cuppa and going to bed? Oh, that's exactly what I fancy doing. But entertain a life, mate. That's disabled. Let's make sure the 2020 is disabled as well. Good. Can you take this to the dev team at Microsoft? No, absolutely not. Unfortunately, it's not my role to do that. If people want to report it and me to take things to the dev team, you've got to do it officially by the forums. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as easy as that, mate. Right, I've got to spawn on a runway, don't I, first, and do all of that. So let's do that first and get all that going. Right, multiplayer's off. That's off. Live, weather and time. Good, save. IVAO? No, I'm not going on IVAO, mate. You have to set the aircraft config in every flight? Yeah, that's alright. It doesn't take long, though. Hey, Scar, thank you for 27 months. Hello. Is there a reason you don't use the 777 in 2020? Because I'd prefer to fly in 2024. Scar, thank you. 27 months. You legend. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. We had issues with, for those of you just joining us, we had issues with the A380. It didn't work. It was causing major like frame rate stutters. So we've had to try and switch aircraft and switch sim. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. That is the plan. If it loads. If this doesn't load and we have a faff, we'll just come back tomorrow and do a day stream tomorrow, guys. Even though I've got some stuff to do, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Jamie, I was with Becca earlier when she was messaging you. Hope all's all right, mate. It's always a stressful one. I bet you're knackered. Does the 777 work well in 2024? If you can get it to work, yes. MSFS is telling you to go to sleep early, yeah. My bosses are like, Chewy, you work too much, go to bed. I'm a bit worried that we're not loading right now. But I don't know why. Where can I download this beta update? For what? What beta update? The latest Sim Update 1 beta just automatically installs, mate. It's fine. Things are just just testing us, testing our nerves until the A350's here. That's what it is. Just testing our love for flight sim, testing our resolve for flight sim until the A380. That's all it is. Hey, Monkey, 83 months. Thank you very much, mate. This is what happened to me in the A380, by the way. When I tried to use the A380, it just would sit on this loading screen. Love you, mate. Thank you. The one and only. Hey, hey. How you doing, buddy? Ah. That's a good sign. Oh, Mr. Speedbird, you're too bloody kind. I appreciate that, mate. Right, so ready to fly. Right, so we'll let the panel state load in. Excuse this. For some reason my Tobii eye tracker, like the keybind, doesn't always work. Right, so flight controls, all of that. Yeah, good. Right, so PMDG setup, panel state load, bold dark GPU. Execute that. Yeah, I'm just doing the panel state stuff. Cool. Right, and then we'll go and get GS memes. Charlie 1. It says too small. I don't care. Yeet! Get that to yeet me across. Oh, why is that yeeted me so far? Whatever. Right, and then let's see if we can actually get some things started up, shall we? Cool. That's normal on the Singapore scene, yeah, okay. The GSX profile doesn't have the script for the 777 positions. Ah, that'll be it. Right, okay. I will turn the music off then. And then let's see if we can get some stuff loaded in. Hey, Mo, 57 months. Thank you as well. Holy moly, guys and girls. We're going to do a super quick setup of this flight, by the way. Thank you. You absolute legend. Love you, buddy. Thank you for the 57 months. Hell yes. Hell yes. You know it, mate. You absolutely know it. Buddy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, Speedbird 16, B77. And Clonk with a 100-bit cheer. Thank you. Holy moly, chat. Thank you, folks. You guys are amazing. We're just getting ourselves set up to go once again. As I say, the only advantage to this is the fact that because I'm wait, has somebody else got the call sign? Oh, somebody's using the call sign. Fuck that, Sim. I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna fly offline. I've given up. I can't be bothered to redo call signs. I'm just gonna fly offline. Somebody's got the bloody call sign, haven't they? Of course. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the only advantage to us departing super late tonight is the fact that I can have more of a lie in bed tomorrow morning. So silver linings and all that, right? Silver linings! Right, what do I need to do? Planes, flight sim, aircraft. Is there anything else I need to... Should we do this with Bav? Can I... No, you know what? I can't even be bothered with Bav. It's such a faff. I've got no desire to. So let's load in the flight details there. Cool, that's fine. And then if we go into... Actually, we can load... I'm not going to do GSX boarding, so we'll just get this stuff set up. So ADRUs, IFE, passenger cabin and utility. Voice recorder on, BA would do. Emergency exit lights armed. Window heats on. Logo lights on. And then everything else is fine on the overhead. And then hectopascals, VOR needles, traffic on there. To be honest with you, Now we're in the 777. I'm actually really in the mood for it. Do you know what? Do you know what I mean? I'm actually like, oh, I'm actually really in the mood for the 777 now. Weirdly enough. Right, I'll set this all on Unicom for the moment anyway. I love how the PMDG panel states for the cold and dark panel state spawns you with TARA on. That's there. Nicely done. Good. Right, we're going to do an anti-faff setup, okay? A350 would be better. You're telling me! You're telling me! Sorry, I'm getting to that delirious tired state now. Right, I'm getting deja vu. I swear we set up a flight today from Singapore to Heathrow. Route requests, sim brief, there it is. Set the payload. Set the fuel. Oh, let me just make sure. Oh, it's in pounds, isn't it? Set the payload again. Set the fuel again. Make sure that's correct. So it should be block fuel 124.2 and 201.9. 201.9, 124.2. Sick. Seatbelt signs on. And then we'll go and select the route and load that in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Hello, Rafen, darling. How was the Simfest event yesterday? Did you see the post about the 200? Yeah, 200 ERs in beta. That's very exciting, isn't it? Very exciting. Yeah, for those of you just joining in on whatever platform you're in, unfortunately, we had a bug with the A380 where frame generation was making everything, or something to do with the sim or the aircraft or frame gen was just making everything stutter like crazy. So we've switched over to the 777 and we're in 2024. But this will actually be my first ever long haul in 2024, so it could be interesting. But because we're obviously much later than we should have been, we're just setting things up incredibly quickly. As quickly as we can. So 3,000 was the initial climb. Runway heading today is going to be 023. Nice. Nice. So departure is in. Let's go and do this. So 0 fuel weight, 201.9. It's got the fuel in, 326.1. Perfect. Reserves today are 7.3. Perfect. Good. Step size RVSM 357. That's all correct. Good. So the step climbs were. Oh, actually, I've just remembered something. I can do this, can't I? Nice. So we've got RUPT at flight level 320 /320S. I'm excited to see how this does on an overnight long haul, you know. Then BBB at flight level 340. 340S. Then ROVAD flight level 360. There it was at the end. Hello? Hello? It's testing me today. It's testing me, Chad. 360 Deget at flight level 380. I had a friend who's done this flight in real life, flying this aircraft, actually. He said it was fucking cool. I bet it was. Deget, flight level 380. And they did the Sydney one as well with it. And that's it. Deget 380 is our final level. Nice. Thank you for the alerts, folks. What happened to the A380, Luca? We had an issue with where it was really stuttery. Like the frame generator was really, really juddery and stuttery. A little stuttery. Cool, so flight plan is in. I don't know why that's saying 360. Oh, it might be because auto step climbs off. Where am I going? Auto step climbs. There we go. Turn that on. Now if I go back, will they be correct? Hopefully. Will they do it now? Hopefully they should, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's correct, Mr. Speedbird, yeah. What time are you getting into Heathrow tomorrow? No idea, mate. I'm not departed yet. I will work that out when we're airborne, I think. Right, FMC com, uplink winds. Ah, I know why wind uplink might be a thing. And it might change it. FMC com, descent forecast, uplink that. 1010 still for the QNH, that's good. Now let's see if that's got it. Yeah, there you go. Now it's got them. Now it's got the step climbs. It's almost as if I had to put the winds in for it to get the values. Good, lovely. Right, so performance then. So Singapore Changi 02 center. Import from the aircraft. Optimum. Import the weather. Calculate. I'm still getting a flat 5. What does it give me with flat 15? I think that's a bit better. Flat 15. So thrust limb TO1 and a selected temp of 43. Climb 1. Flat 15. CG today is 24.6, so a trim of 6.5. And then the speeds are 1, nice. 173. And 176, lovely. Sorry if it seems like I'm rushing things, chat. It's because I am. For those of you just joining us, we had some faffs with our original plan flying the A380. So we are now in the triple in 2024. Which is a surprise. Good. So, fuel is on, payload is on, CDU is set up, MCP is set up. Let's go and start the APU and do some checklists, and then we can pretty much get out of here. So pre-flight checklist, oxygen, tested 100%. Flight instruments, heading 113, altimeter 1010, indicating 40 feet. That's a pre-flight checklist complete. I thought BA only do TO. Oh, you might be right. Roger, on it, thank you. So rating, TO. Calculate. So 43. Yeah, you're right. 43 still for the selected temp. Climb 1. Flat 15. And it's 165, 172 and 177. Do you know why? It's because the config hasn't gone over. So because I've loaded this aircraft in 2024, not 2020, I don't think the aircraft, because Fraser and me went through the config to make sure that it was completely correct. And I think because I've moved it over to 2024, it's not copied it over or something, so it's not got the right CDU set up. But yeah, what happened to the A380? We had some sort of like a weird frame gen, or we had some bug with it where it went super stuttery. I've not had it since the A380 first launched, but for some reason it's happened again today, which is very annoying, so we had to give up on it, unfortunately. Right, we're actually ready to go, which is cool. Hey Jonty, hello. Can you not do it? Yeah, you can still do it, but well, I don't remember all of it. I can't bother to go through all of it again. I just want to fly. Right, good. So GS memes will do its thing. 2024 just looks better. We might even see sunrise, you know. So external power can go.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
We'll remove all of that. Parking brakes are set. So the way that we'd pressurize would be right elect to auto, wait for the fault light to go out. C2 elect, C1 elect, left elect, C1 air, C2 air. Fuel pumps on, and I imagine we've got center pumps on today. Beacon light on.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Transponder goes... Sorry, yeah, that goes into the transponder position. We're not worried about the hydraulic pressure demand. They should fix themselves, otherwise I think we just do that again. But there's something else that we can do for that. I think it should go. And then we can do the before start checklist. So, flight deck door is closed and locked. MCP 177 for the V2, 023 for the heading, 3,000 feet for the initial climb. Takeoff speeds 165, 172, 177. CD pre-flight is complete. Trim is going to be 6. Sorry, chat, if I'm not responding to lots of messages. I will get back to you, I promise. But obviously, we're quite a bit delayed from our original plans. So I'm just getting things going back where we were. 6, and then 0 on the yoke, and 0 on the rudder trim. Taxi and takeoff briefing. It's exactly the same as it was earlier. There you go. We're ready to go! Will you be on VATSIM in the morning? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I guess. Yeah. Right. Are we ready? Title needs to get fixed. I don't think I can do that. I don't know how I do that. Can I change it on here?
Release parking brakes.
YouTubers, let me know if that's fixed it for you. I've never changed a title whilst live on a YouTube live stream. Refresh the stream and see if that's fixed it. Right, let's go!
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start.
You love the sign saying the aircraft? It's cool, isn't it? Very cool. Have you got the Samsung Singapore popping on top of the good one? Huh? No, the only Singapore scenery that I've got installed is the cloud surf scenery, which seems to be working quite nicely in 2024. Fixed? Awesome. Thanks. Right, there we go. We're flying. We are flying. Fixed. No need for a refresh. Okay, awesome. Sorry, guys. I saw the bug with FrameGen, but for me, the bug is fixed when you turn off FrameGen, then turn it back on. Yeah, we tried that. It didn't work. We tried all sorts of things to fix it, and it didn't work, unfortunately. Okay. Right, so let's go. Starting right engine. Off we go. I joined BAV yesterday. I need to send a long haul on it. I don't know if you'll be able to, will you, when you first sign up? Don't you have to do short haul ops? Can you do long haul straight away? I think you have to, like, unlock fleets and get hours and build stuff up, don't you? Hey, Fortnite. 1,000th Volanta fly. Ooh. I'll have a look when we're on cruise cam. How's your evening been? Apart from a faff with the sim, all fine. Oh, you can do long haul straight away? Oh, okay. Back in my day, when I first joined, we had to wait 8 million years before we were allowed to do a long haul with BA Virtual. Right, starting left engine. When you got your login code by Pigeon, yep. Correct. You remember grinding for long hauls back in the day? Yeah, that was it. BA Virtual, just trying to get to you. Was it like 100 hours or something? I can't remember what it is. Have you thought about where you're going to go on your first A350? Not 100% yet. I created a little group chat with a few InnyBuilds sponsored content creators to see if we want to kind of converse with each other, because I thought it might be quite a nice idea for you as the community if we all streamed different things. So if we were all streaming different flights, different variants, different liveries and everything like that, then you folks get as much variety as possible. So I've had a couple of responses to a few things, but not a whole amount yet. So I was basically going to look and see what other content creators were doing and then kind of plan around that. So that I was adding some more. Basically, my thought, you guys know me that I like to do variety for you folks so that you folks see all sorts of different things. Is it just this that needs to... But because, you know, I want you folks to be able to, you know, see, not just see the same things as what you're seeing in other streams. I think that's a great thing that we always do in the community is we have lots of nice variety. But I'm not 100% sure what everybody else's plans are just yet. And obviously they don't have to share their plans with me if they don't want to. But I will kind of try and plan around that. As you folks know, you know, I've also got the added factor that Becca and me are moving, you know, around the time of the launch. You know, they said between the 24th and the 28th of February is launch. We move the day after. We move March 1st. I have taken some time off work for the move, but I'm literally either going to be making A350 content or helping with the move. So I'll be honest with you, I don't fully know yet. I would have thought my first flight would be some sort of a delivery flight out of Toulouse, but it will kind of depend on, you know, what others are doing as to what my delivery flight is. Right, so we are on Victor, so we want to move out to the right here, don't we? And then, actually, no, we can just go straight down Victor. So Victor, Romeo, Tango for Tango 1-2. Lovely. Right, dome light off. Actually, let's do the before taxi. So anti-eye is not required. Recall is checked. Why do I feel like my views... Oh, there we go. Recall is checked. Flight controlled. Yeah, whatever. And ground equipment's out the way. That's the before taxi checklist complete. And we can even do the before takeoff checklist. That's complete as well. What's the fight? Callum, yeah, there we go. British Airways has kindly popped in the chat for you on the TikTok. We are flying Singapore to London Heathrow. At least we're hoping we are. Just get a little bit of floodlighting going. And then we will be on our way. So taxi light on. Parking brakes released. Here we go. What airline? British Airways. What's on the menu for today's flight? Sleep. Yeah, sleep. I should probably move with the times rather than sticking to P3D. Yeah, I say it's a good idea. You should do Heathrow to Vancouver. What, for my first flight? That's quite a long first flight. That's not an A380. Callum, we had issues with it, so we had to switch aircraft. Yeah, so as I say, so we're gonna do our very best to make as much A350 content as possible. I can't really speak about it too much, but all I can say to you folks is that planning is in the works, okay? So planning is most definitely in the works in terms of A350 content, in terms of my channel and other things and stuff. So, you know, I can't speak about timelines really or anything more than what you folks publicly know. But I'm already planning, you know, like a rough agenda of flights that I'd like to do. I'm looking at, you know, what other content creators, you know, me and Grizzle have had some chats about what Grizzle is planning to do. He's got like a real good plan set out of what he wants to do. And so I've looked at what his flights he's originally planning are going to be. And then I will kind of make sure that I don't do those same flights. I just thought it'd be a nice idea. Like, I've never seen content creators sync up before to give you folks, the community, as much kind of, I guess, value with what you're watching for an aircraft. And I thought, you know what? It might be quite a nice idea for all of our communities because there's going to be so many people flying, watching the aircraft, all sorts of things, where you folks basically can get like the pick of just, you know, like different content creators. Some might be streaming the 900 whilst another streaming the 1000. Somebody might be flying the BA livery whilst another is flying the Etihad livery. You know, just like variety through the roof was kind of my thought behind it. So I just created a little group chat with a couple of content creators and said, you know, no pressure. If you want to keep your flights private, absolutely fine. But if you do want to get involved with this little initiative that I'm putting together, you know, and if you have got any plans, let me know. And then, you know, I'll make sure that I'm not doing those same flights on those same days. So, you know, if Grizzle's got a particular flight planned, like say on the launch day, he's saying, right, on launch day, I'm going to be flying this variant between these two destinations. All right, I'll make sure that I avoid those then. And then, you know, we're not getting a duplication of things. I realise that after a while, there's always going to be some sort of duplication. So it's not going to be like completely possible to forever do that. But just around the launch, you know, and with it being such a special occasion, I thought it might be quite nice to do something like that. So, yeah. How do you get the PMDG 777 to work in 2024? Hey, Jose, if you just do exclamation mark 777, I've got a command on it. My first flight will most likely be a delivery flight to somewhere in Europe. However, like where specifically that is, I don't know. We've got all the options in the world. You've got Madrid with Iberia. You've got Virgin and BA at Heathrow. You've got Scandi in Copenhagen. You've got Finnair in Helsinki. You've got ITA in Rome. You've got... There's probably more that I've forgotten. There's loads. You've got Air France, Paris, Charles de Gaulle. There's loads. Oh, sorry, and I don't think that command works on the YouTube chat. Sorry, mate. Yeah, you've got Lufthansa to Munich. So just doing a delivery flight within Europe is fine. You guys know that obviously... Well, I'm not... As I said, it also depends on my schedule with the house move. Because, you know, I've taken time off of work to help Becca move into the new house. And our moving date is Saturday the 1st of March. The scheduled launch window for the A380 is the 4 days before then. Luckily, my girlfriend is the most understanding girlfriend in the history of girlfriends. So she completely is fine. She's like, hey, as long as you actually help me on the day that we move and you're driving the van and we move everything from one house to the other, once we've moved everything in... If you need to be filming A350 content or streaming, you're fine. I can do all the unpacking and stuff, and you can just help out when you are free. So Becca, as Becca always is, she's incredibly understanding. But, you know, I'm going to be back and forward between helping her with the house move. So, yeah. The great thing is that I can set up long hauls and then go and help with the house move and then come back for the landing. So there's all the chance that I could do a long haul, like get up early in the morning, set up a long haul departure, go and help Becca with stuff for the house move, and then come back for the landing. So, you know, we've got loads of options. Right, where's the taxiway? This is Victor. Which one did I want? We wanted Romeo, didn't we? Which is the next one. Oh, this is Sierra. Oh, shit. Oh, maybe that was... Oh, does it really matter? No, I think Sierra does the same. We're fine. Thank you for the follow there. Extra large Joey. Nice. What a name. And 220R Shan. Thank you. Welcome. Is this 2024? Yeah, we're in 2024. Lama, have a good one. Sleep well. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you, buddy. You have a great landing. Won't INI give you early access anyway? I can't speak about that. All I can say is that INI Builds have said publicly that they are working with content creators around the launch of the new aircraft. And obviously I am, as you folks know, an INI Builds sponsored content creator. I can't say any more than that. Oh shit, we're going to see sunrise. You're right. By the way, I've got no idea if this is a 2020 scenery that we've just activated in the library in 2024, so I've got no idea if this is going to properly work, but well, the bridge seems to be here. If we go tumbling through the floor in a second, I mean, at least it'll make funny meme content. Do I know the price for the A350? Yes, it's public information now. It's £59.99 Great British pence without VAT. So when you add VAT on, which is an unavoidable thing really in the UK, it's about 70 Great British pounds. So it's about 75 US dollars. but you get both the 900, the 1000, and you get it for both 2020 and 2024. You will also get the ultra long variant, ultra long range variant, the ULR, which they will release for free at a later date. So you get 900, 1000, ULR, 2020 and 2024 support for $75 US, or about 60 Great British pounds before VAT, which I think is a bloody good price. Cool, so second left on Tango then, chat. So this is uniform, and then this should be Tango. Look at this. Well, this is going to work out nicely. We were all in a mood about how the A380 wasn't working, but now we're going to get to see an absolutely incredible sunrise out of Singapore. Amazing price for what we are getting. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the response so far, and most of the comments about the price range have been really good. For me, I would pay 200 quid for the thing. I genuinely would. For those folks who don't know, the A350 has been my most sought after and wanted aircraft variant in the history of flight sim for me. So the fact that we're getting it, incredible. Do you know what the cabin will be like on 2020? I don't think there is a cabin on 2020, mate. When will the A350 come out? The A350 is scheduled. Their launch window is between the 24th and the 28th of February. That's what they're planning right now. They've not set a specific date yet because, they want that little window just in case they need to do some changes to stuff. And I think it's a clever decision. Another reason why it's a clever decision is because if you folks haven't seen the latest MSFS dev update, Sim Update 1 is not publicly releasing next week. So the original targeted release date for Sim Update 1 was Tuesday, February the 18th. That has been moved. So there is a good chance that Sim Update 1 for MSFS 2024 could come out around the same time as the A350. Which is why I recommend everybody getting onto the 2024 beta. Because then you won't have, you'll already be on the build for Sim Update 1 when it goes publicly live. I haven't tried the freighter yet, Mo. Yeah. Will it come out on Xbox? So it will be coming to the marketplace for PC and Xbox. We don't know when. I don't know if it will be coming to Xbox and PC marketplace around the same dates. We know it will definitely be available on the InnyBuild store on those dates. But yeah. How do you do the beta? If you have a look on the MSFS website or on our forums, then you'll find it on there. All the details are on there. If you go to the MSFS forums, we've got a beta section. And there's a forum post of welcome to the Sim Update 1 beta, and it'll show you how to get onto the beta there. How are the taxi lights so bright? Don't know, mate. Well, the 350 will be on Xbox, yes. I don't know when, but they are planning to release it on Xbox. That's what they've said, right? Oh, this is going to be a nice departure, Hell yeah! I'm looking forward to this now. Right, we need Tango 1-2, so that's not this one, it's the next one. The Sun, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Thank you. But I should probably get my yoke in position for takeoff. I'm still not sat with it ready. Yeah, Shan, you seem like you mainly know it with the Xbox Insider Hub stuff. But yeah, it's all the details are on the website. Yeah, Aviation Boy, that's correct. With VAT, it's about 70 Great British pounds. I thought the marketplace is opening up soon. There's no firm public release date yet about the marketplace opening. Sim Update 1 is now not launching on the 18th, which is next Tuesday. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't need to do that, do we? I don't know whether it's a good idea to have the weather and terrain radar on, especially overnight. So I won't bother. Right, lights all on. Let's ding the cabin. And I will line up and then move my yoke into position. Gaming Dad, thanks for the follow on TikTok as well. Thank you. Well, you've got to remember that like other companies might charge for the 900 and the 1000 variant separately, and they'd almost certainly charge for the ULR variant as well. What are my PC specs? Exclamation mark specs, mate. Right, let me just set the parking brakes. And then I'll move my yoke into position. Good, there we are. I love that little clamp system. Okay, are we ready? I have been live for 2 hours and 10 minutes. And we're only now just lining up on the bloody runway. Good Lord. Right, let's go fly a plane. Here we go. So, lock on, parking brake is released. Set our thrust so it's just about at the line there. Stable. Toga, here we go. Thrust set. $80 knots. God, look at the sky. That looks gorgeous.
V1.
Alright. Nice and gently does it. Positive rate. Gear up. Beautiful. Right. Thrust ref L nav, V nav speed. I'm going to be a typical long haul pilot and put the autopilot in so we can look at the wing views and everything. Oh! Yes, please. Okay, it was worth the restart the sim. Thank you for keeping me motivated. Oh my God, look at the night lighting as well. Holy crap. Right, I'll move the yoke out the way. Yeah, it was worth it. Flaps 5. How do you know when it's positive rate? It's a great question. So when you start to see the altitude, there's a couple of things. So you'll know it's a positive rate of climb when you can see the indicator starting to come up here. That's always a good sign. There's other things as well. Flaps 1. Oh my God, that looks amazing. Thank you for getting me over my bout of annoyance at the A380 and keeping motivated to set up another flight chat, because it's already been worth it just for these views on the departure. Right, let's not go into VNAV out. We'll keep the climb going. God, our flaps up bug is like 255 knots. That's absurd. Flaps up. Route Ollie, we're flying from Singapore to Heathrow. See you later, Monkey. Have a good one, mate. Sleep well. Thanks, buddy. What happened with the 380? Cam, we had that, you know, that weird... Oh, do you remember when it first released, Cam? When we first did that departure out of LAX? And we had that really crazy frame gen stuttering thing. It started happening again for no reason. And we, like, you know how we used to do Alt-Enter twice and it would fix it? Nothing. We tried all sorts of things and it didn't work. Right, what's the transition altitude out of here? We're on some sort of an Arosa thing. 11,000. Cool. Let's go up to that for the moment then. Take some lights off. After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete. Be a good Boeing pilot and match up headings. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, I'll unpause the alerts. Virtual Flight Sim and Fat Cooper. Thanks for the follows. Welcome in. There's no point of flying a 777. Cool story, bro. What happened to AppSim Seattle? Is it not available anymore? I don't know, mate. Are you leaving the stream on overnight? No, mate. No, we're not. I used to get that when your base FPS went too low. It's really weird. It used to fix it for me when I did the alt enter thing twice, but we tried all sorts of things. We tried turning off and on frame gen, all sorts of things. And yeah, nothing worked. Right, temperature is 26 degrees centigrade. I don't think I'm too worried about anti-ice. Right, let's climb up to initial cruising out, which is only 30,000 today. And then we'll set standard. And we're on our way. There we go. Well, we're going to have to stay up to watch the sunrise now, aren't we? I haven't flown on MSFS in months. I may need to boot it up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, let's get some music going. And then we are on our way. Gorgeous. You need to do a flight in the 777, been a while. Yeah, it's working quite nicely in 2024, Cam, actually. It's a bit janky. Like, you have to copy and paste it over from your community folder, then spawn in on the runway to avoid walk-around mode and have your engines running, set cold and dark panel state, and then use GSX to slew to a stand. But it works nicely. Hey, White Light, it's a 2-month sub. Thank you so freaking much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate these a lot. Thank you, everyone. You folks are the best. Obviously, today wasn't really like a fully scheduled stream. Even though I teased it and spoke about it a little bit during the week, it wasn't confirmed that I was even going to be doing a long haul today. So we went live out of the blue and then set up to go with the A380, then had the issues with that. So I've had to restart ourselves again. But the fact that so many of you are still here watching, supporting, subbing and everything as well means the world. So I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for putting up with me. But yeah, I mean, if you get it going in 2024, you know, I wouldn't have thought that this wasn't like an official version of the aircraft. It works really nicely. Do you notice a big difference between 2024 and 2020? Yeah, I genuinely do. Yeah, I really genuinely do notice a big difference between the two sims. You know, I think both sims are still on their journeys. You know, 2024 is only 3 months into its public journey, so you know, it's still got a lot more to come and a lot more work going into 2024, but I think it's a really solid foundation. And I know lots of people have got opinions about the whole streaming of things and stuff like that, which I get, you know, and when people will get the option to be able to download stuff, I think that'll be really great. But I mean, personally, I love the whole streaming stuff. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, you have to say that, you're an employee. The fact that, like, you know, MSFS 2024 has got, what, like a 12 to 15 gigabyte install size? And then you just need to set your rolling cache up in your community folder? Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. It makes such a difference. And the load-in times are so much better. I love the new atmospherics that we've got in the sim. I think it just looks a hell of a lot better. My performance in 2024 is much better than 2020 as well. Yeah, there's all sorts of things. All sorts of things. Beautiful. Right, well, we are safely on our way. 8 minutes airborne. We'll go and turn off the seatbelt signs now. And I'll put the no smoking lights to auto just to clear the upper ICAS, I guess. Why not? I think the great thing is, folks, is that, you know, like, as long as you folks are enjoying MSFS, that's great. You folks know that 2020 is still being supported. Yeah, a lot of the focus right now is on 2024. With all the things being updated for it and stuff. But, you know, 2020 is still being supported and still being run. So I think there's lots of people who are almost worried about the fact that they're, like, still on 2020. It's like, no. you're still enjoying 2020 and it's working for you and you're having fun with it, heck yeah, stay with 2020, mate. But yeah, I agree with what Kamak says. I notice how much more I prefer things in 2024 now when I go back to 2020. Even like my loading times, you know, like when I set up to do an MSFS 2020 stream, I have to account for like an extra 10 minutes before I go live, just because that's how long it takes the sim to start. Whilst 2024, well, you saw it earlier, and that was quite a slow load because you had the little pause in the middle, which we think is FSU IPC. But it's like a couple of minutes max. So yeah. But it, you know, as long as you're enjoying 2020 or 2024, you're having fun in the aircraft, you know, you're feeling comfortable with where things are at, you know, they're stable for you, and the most important thing is that you're having fun. That's you know, that's the ticket, folks. That's the ticket. That's what counts. Right, so the flight time was going to be just shy of 14 hours. We took it off at 22:45, so that's going to be about, what, 12:40? Is my Chewy maths correct? What does the aircraft say? The aircraft says 12:33, but that's without an arrival or anything. Yeah, so let's go with 12:40. Nice, that means I get an extra long lie-in tomorrow morning. I don't remember the last time I had a lie-in. Oh, holy moly, that's a monster. That's what she said. Jamaican Runner, thank you for 25 fucking gifted subs. You are ridiculous. Chat, please spam it. Spam emotes, all the emotes. I don't care what emotes it is, just spam emotes. Just spam all the emotes. I don't even give a damn what the emotes are, just spam them. Can we please give some thanks to Jamaican Runner over on the Purple app, who has just gifted 25 freaking subs. I got to try and read them all. Can I read them all? Is it easier on here? They are going to Dark Edge Master, Louty Matt, Matty Meerkat, Chris Lauer, Bryn Air, Nelson in HD, Total Will, 5 Layer, Sykes, even Solar Flare, Shori 21, Just Ripley, Qantas 380, Manon Zero, Kerbo, Firth 1, Dan TFM, Eager Walnut, Dan 1878, Kostek Style, Tora FR, Rice Ninja, Franz Earl, Andreas from Denmark, and Tobias Colson as well. Lots of new names, lots of names I recognise in there. Jamaican, thank you so freaking much, mate. What a legend. Thank you so much. Cheers, 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 cheers. Absolute beauty. Jamaican, that is huge, mate. Does that put you straight up to the top of the leaderboard for the month? It surely must do. It puts you in 3rd spot. You've got Marcus and Roberticus, who went crazy during my 9-year streaming anniversary. So that straight away rockets you straight into 3rd place. Dude, mwah, that means the world. Thank you so much, mate. Sorry for those of you, if you've put messages in there and asked me questions, you might have to ask them again because my chat's just been filled with loads of emotes. If you are one of the lucky 25 on Twitch, please give a thanks to Jamaican as well for his generosity to the community. That's amazing, mate. Thank you, thank you. W. Can I say your 777 looks very glossy and not very A380? It's weird, that, isn't it? Weird. What's the estimated time of arrival? It should say at the top of the screen now. At 12:40 UTC tomorrow. 12:40. That is the plan. I think this guy's just a troll. Don't have time for that shit. We need Coldplay with the sunrise in the background. We need Chase Plane cinematic mode, don't we? Although this is very vibey on its own. Oh my god, I just used the V word. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Thank you very much, everybody. Did the 2nd floor of the plane fall off? What? This isn't an A380? Shit. I've lost half my plane! No, for those of you just joining us, unfortunately, we had a major frame gen or massive weird issue with the A380 in 2020 where we got some major stutters. Apparently, it was the same thing Ian and Jamie had during Cross the Land. But like whenever you move your view or anything moved, you would get like crazy like judder stutters. It wasn't even micro stutters. It was like literally, I don't know. It was something else. And I've only ever had it once before, which was when the A380 first launched. And we tried loads of things to fix it and it didn't work. So we're doing the same flight, but we've switched aircraft type. So yeah. So we're actually doing my first ever long haul in MSFS 2024. And we're in the 777, which we've got working. So there we go. Just dance. For the A380, 2024 is the sim to go. Yeah, I'm going to try and get it working in 2024. Although I thought Ian and Jamie were using it in 2024, weren't they? Don't know. What route? We're flying from Singapore Changi to London Heathrow. We're going to be landing around about 20 to 1 UK time in the afternoon tomorrow. So I'll still be streaming for a little bit now. We'll chill out, watch the sunrise, listen to some music as we head west. And then I'll head to bed a little bit later on. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning for the landing. I don't know what time I'll be live. As I say, I'd quite like a lie-in. I don't remember the meaning of the word lie-in. So we'll have a lie-in tomorrow morning, and then I'll be back for the landing at some point. They were, and it had to... Ah, right, okay, so it doesn't matter then. So even 2024, it might still... I really don't know what could be causing it. I don't know what could be causing it, because people are saying they're getting it in other aircraft, but it's only ever happened in the 380 for me. Weird. Zulu is the same as UK time, that's correct. Yeah. When is the marketplace coming out on 24? Pug, that's a great question. There's no official confirmed public release date, so unfortunately I can't tell you specifically. It's going to be hopefully around the launch of Sim Update 1. Sim Update 1 was originally targeted for next Tuesday, but that's been changed now. That's been pushed back. So no firm dates yet, but hopefully very, very soon indeed. Yeah. What if the game crashes mid-flight? Well, there's not much I can do about that, mate. I'll be fast asleep. If the game crashes mid-flight, then that's the end of the flight. There's not much I can do about that because I'll be asleep. Was your VRAM maxed out? I don't think so. Yeah, it didn't look like it was. Yeah, Zulu's the same as the UK until like April time when we go back onto BST, British Summertime. God, I have not listened to this song in a long time. If you are tuning in on TikTok and YouTube, you're probably not able to hear the music, by the way. If you come and join us over on the Purple app, the Twitch app, we have subscriber song requests, so people who are subscribed to the channel can put some song requests in to listen to some music on the stream. But unfortunately, because of the restrictions on those other platforms, they shouldn't be coming through on there. If they are, then I'm in trouble. Can I just say there's not a bug on AMD GPUs? Yeah, I wonder if it is something to do with... I don't know. I mean, it stops when frame generation... I don't know what it could be. Do you think the A350 Freighter will release soon? I don't think I are doing the 350 Freighter, are they? I don't think they are anyway. Can you disable marketplace sceneries in 24 yet? Yes, you can, mate. Yep. So the Singapore Changi scenery that we just departed from. Wait, didn't we just have this song? I swear we just had this song. Sorry. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna right. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the Singapore Changi scenery that we just departed from is a marketplace scenery for from 2020 that I just activated in the FS library. Yeah. I think Airbus need to make some first. Yeah, that would help. Crow! Hey! How you doing, buddy? Thank you for the 92 months. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you. Oh, you're an absolute legend. How you doing, mate? Yes! Happy landing, mate. Thank you so much. The fact that you've been a supporter for such a ridiculous amount of time means the absolute world. It really does. Thank you so much, mate. You have a lovely end of your week, whatever you've got going on, Crow. Thank you for the 92 months, mate. On the road to 100. How do you install the liveries for PMDG on 24? I've actually not tried it yet. All the liveries that I've used so far on this aircraft, I already had installed. I think, like, I don't know if you can do it via add-on linker. I just got the 777 liveries folder in my 2024 community folder. And I guess if I then install any via the PMDG manager, I just need to copy them again across and overwrite it. Yeah. Char on TikTok asks, where are you headed? We're flying out of Singapore Changi Airport in Singapore, and we're heading to London Heathrow today. That is the plan. We're slowly heading up to flight level 300 for the cruise. I've not really done anything in terms of setting up like range rings for alternate airports or anything like that, but yeah, I normally would on a long haul, but I can't be bothered. Can he be bothered? Is there a chance for a flight request for the Magic 100? Oh, potentially. I've not done it before, but potentially, mate. I don't know how many people are on 100-month plus subs now. It might say in the Stream Elements plugin thing in the description, but I don't know. When you're outside in outside view, what keys are you using to move your camera around? I use WAS and D to move left, right, forward, and back. And then I use my number pad for like panning the camera. So that's 4, that's 6, that's 8, and that's 2. And then if I want to move up and down, up is R and F is down. The best way to do it is with an Xbox controller, because you can just use the analog sticks and the triggers. But yeah. Is this a beta version of the 777 autopilot also on YouTube? No, mate. You can kind of janky get it working in 2024. Some people it works and some people it doesn't, but it's working for me. You basically need to, the way that you get the 777 working in MSFS 2024, the most important thing is that you need to be on the Sim Update 1 beta. So, yeah, Sim Update 1 beta. Then you need to copy and paste the 777 folders from your community folder in 2020 to your community folders in 2024. Then when you get in the aircraft, you need to spawn on the runway, because it doesn't, if you try and spawn in on stand, I think it messes things up with like walk around mode. So you spawn on the runway with your engines running. Then you go into the CDU and set cold and dark for the panel state. And then you use GSX, or the default slew mode, I guess, to slew you to the stand of choice that you want to start on. The only other thing that you need to do is for your mouse on your mouse, the scroll wheel in the MSFS control settings, unbind the option for the scroll wheel for DME. If you do that, if you don't, sometimes people are saying that it will lock up your controls and you'll get like a WASM crash and it won't work. So I did that and it was crashing for me. So yeah, the mouse scroll wheel bindings, you just unbind DME and then it shouldn't do it, hopefully. As I say, it might not work for you. Some people are still saying it doesn't work for them, but, well, it's worked for me doing that step, so yeah. Do you do sim racing? No, mate, I don't. I just do flight simming. I used to do a bit of Euro and American truck sim, but not racing, really. I've always been awful at racing games and rage quit them. I've got no patience. Oh, wow, Treble Snooker. Goodness gracious. We're in 2024, Matt. We're in 2024, mate. Yeah, I just described the kind of janky process that we've done to get the 777 working in 2024. Do you recommend using VR in MSFS? Oh, VR is sick in MSFS. It's crazy how much fun it is. VR is really good fun. Would love to see some ETS 2 with you comments. ETS is good fun. Yeah, I haven't done it for a little while, but it is good fun. You've got no patience but sit here flying planes. No, I mean, I've been flight simming for so many years, so I kind of know what I'm doing, I guess, by now. Somewhat. Ever thought about a trip down to Africa? What, in real life or in the sim? Or both? Or both. Yeah, there we go, both. Well, I'd like to visit Africa. I'd like to visit some regions in Africa with friends because of the coffee industry. Coffee's huge in Africa. One of my best friends from school, he now owns his own coffee shop. And he's hopefully going to be, he's just got a business plan where he's opening his own like roastery and stuff in Africa. I'd love to go and visit that sometime. That would be an amazing experience. So there's things like that. And then in the sim, yeah, we do stuff. I mean, we did Nairobi to Zanzibar not the other week. All sorts of fun stuff. So yeah. Absolutely. Christian, thanks for the follow on YouTube. VR is best in Elite Dangerous. I think that's cool. I wanted to get VR working in Truck Sim, but I couldn't get it to work. Is there a way to install PTP liveries without the operations center? Unfortunately not, mate. Don't think so. No, you need it. You'll need to have 2020 installed and then do the normal install process for the PMDG in there, and then yeah, do it like that, which is a pain, I know. The only other way is to wait until PMDG officially support this aircraft in 2024. Should I get the 777ER from Captain? Oh, do you mean Captain Sim? No. I'd get the PMDG one, Callum. The throttle setup for the PMDG in 2024 is janky. It shouldn't be. It's working perfectly for me. I think the key binding for reverse thrust is now something like toggle hold reverse thrust or something, but the throttles are working absolutely perfectly for me in the 777. I've not had any issues with them. Yeah, not had any issues with them at all. Once I'd got them like set up and I'd made sure I got the correct key bindings working, the throttles have touched wood been working exactly as they should be. So yeah. I'm just going to close vPilot for the night because I'm not using it. The problem at the moment to use VR smoothly, PC needs to be, yeah. I've got an HP Reverb G2 and I've not used VR for a long time now. It's a bit of a waste of money, honestly. I didn't really get my money's worth out of it, but it was very good fun when I did use it. Very good fun. Incredibly immersive. God, look at this. This is just gorgeous. Have we seen the sunrise yet? Not yet. I don't want to go to bed until I see the sunrise. What? Can somebody find out what the actually, I guess I could look at it myself. I just don't want to disturb the view. I'm just going to have a look on my phone. What's the sunrise time in... Sunrise time in Singapore. Oh, it should literally be hopefully within the next 3 minutes or so. Current Singapore time. Yeah. Sunrise should be in 3 minutes from now if it's correct as per real world. Which is pretty cool. My crazy smile. Sorry, I won't sing. What a song. Someone on TikTok asked, where are you flying? We're flying from Singapore to London Heathrow in the 777. I just to be like Grace Kelly. Butt kicker. I have. We used them in the SimFest sim. All about flight. Yeah, we've got butt kickers in the SimFest sim. So whenever you pull the speed brake or put the landing gear down or on the takeoff or landing roll, you feel it in your bum. That sounds weird. Not in your butt. You know what I mean. You feel the rumble in the seat. What do you think of the Majestic Q400 for P3D? It's a good product. Did you see? So the only thing, Majestic have released an EFB, chat. I do not get how that company is still functioning. I saw the other day, like it came up on my, well, I don't know if it was just being advertised or whether it's actually just been released. But Majestic have released an EFB for their Q400, but it's literally just like an app. And it looks like it was designed by, I don't know, a programming student. It's literally like the most fun, like rudimental, like app. It doesn't look like anything. And it's like the only thing they've released in literally years. And we still got no clue if/when the Q400's ever come into MSFS from them. At this rate, I don't think it will. I really don't. There's just too little talk about it. So I don't think we'll ever see the Majestic Q400 in MSFS. I'm happy to eat my words, believe me. I'm always happy to eat my words with comments like that. when we actually get a product for the sim. But, you know, it's been September, October, November, December, January, February. It's been 4.5 years since MSFS 2020 launched, and we've not seen anything from Majestic in MSFS. So, yeah, I think it's gone. Yeah, P3D's got a release. Woo! Chris, what happened to the A380 plans? We had some major horrible stutter issues, mate. It was awful. So, we had to switch. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it whilst we wait for the sunrise. Walk out the door. Take the 777 any day? Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Ka-chinga! Yeah, here we go. Look, this is all they've done. Holy sh... You're shitting me! It's 24 euros! It's 20 quid for this! You're shitting me! For something that should be default included in every aircraft, and look at the UI of it. It looks like it was designed by a first-year programming student. I mean, I couldn't ever make anything like this, so who am I to talk? But 20 odd quid for that? Come on, Majestic, you're having a laugh. And look, prepared. So, still absolutely no closer to getting it in MSFS. My estimations of Majestic changed when they released that. Was it like the £43 like add-on, like pro version of the Q400? And it still had some like major texturing and all sorts of weird issues all over it. It's a shame because I love flying the Majestic Q400 in P3D. I would still happily love to see that aircraft come across the MSFS. If Majestic said that the Q400 was coming out tomorrow, I would be the first person to buy it. But it's just, yeah, 4.5 years into MSFS, and that's what they're releasing. A 20 quid EFB that looks like that. Yeah. All right. All right. What happened to Quality Wings? Quality Wings are dead and buried. Yeah. As a company, they're dead and buried as well. The last thing we heard from Quality Wings was about 2 years ago now. One of their beta testers was literally spamming them with emails like, what's going on? Why haven't we heard anything for ages? And they eventually got a response from one of the developers who responded with something along the lines of, Quality Wings is very much still alive. However, we are in a holding pattern whilst a potential company restructuring is considered. That was the wording they used. A holding pattern whilst a potential company restructuring is considered. That was 2 years ago, plus we've not heard anything since. And that was in an internal email communication with a beta tester who then shared that email on Reddit. So we've not had any like official public wording from Quality Wings for, well, go and have a look at when their last Facebook post was. So yeah, Quality Wings are, and we've not seen them at any events or anything like that. You know, Flight Sim Expo or anything for years as well. So Quality Wings are in the dust, I think, as well, which is such a shame. It's such a shame that obviously with the launch of MSFS, we've seen so many new incredible companies like really come to the foreground, but so many have just buggered off. Like, it's crazy how many just didn't capitalize on it, and they were a lot of like the household names. You know, FS Labs have only just within the last few months released their first aircraft for MSFS. It's only for 2020, and I don't think it's sold very well. I've not seen any content creators making much content with it because they've already got the Phoenix. So FS Labs have only just launched something. Majestic, as you say, Quality Wings, all of those kind of names, you know, just nothing. And hardly any X-Plane devs moved across. It's interesting, isn't it? The Q400 isn't even a section on their forums anymore. What, on the Majestic forums? Wow. FS Labs A321 has sold very few, but they're making a Neo, so they'll regain their sales. I mean, 4 years later, though, after the Sims launch. Pretty crazy. And I don't know if that's coming to 2024 as well, like how quickly it's coming to 2024. What happened to the freeware DC-10? I think... I don't know much about that, to be honest. I never really did. I think the freeware A350 is dead and buried, isn't it? That's gone as well. There was a freeware group making the A350. They had a Discord server and anything, but I looked in the Discord server a couple of weeks ago and there was just nothing in there. So I think that's dead and buried as well. This is why I'm a bit of a flight... I get judged on this, but I'm a bit of a flight sim cynic. You know, like loads of people come into my chat and go, oh my God, chat, did you see X developer announced Y aircraft? And I'm like, cool. And they're like, oh my God, I can't wait for it. And I'm like, I can. Because I've been here, done it, and got the t-shirt now where you've seen a developer announce something and it never comes to fruition. It makes it all the more exciting when you do get something that comes out. But, you know, unfortunately, Flight Sim is filled with a lot of promises and not usually third-party developers either pulling through with it or it taking a heck of a long time for it to actually happen. You think about, even like in MSFS, you think about how long the fly-by-wire took. We've got the fly-by-wire now, and granted, without the issues that we had earlier, the fly-by-wire A380 has been phenomenal. But that took years and years and years and years. And like the E-jets and stuff as well, you know. Apparently the FS Labs is making a 321 Neo and a 320 Neo. Yeah, I think they accidentally leaked it on their own website. They, like, somebody found it on their website the other day and then they took it down. I read some people are refusing to buy the FS Labs after their malware issue. Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you. I've got friends who work for FS Labs. However, I know for a fact that the individual who did the malware thing is still working for the company. And so on principle now, with all the other amazing companies that we've got in Flight Sim, even though I've got friends who still work for FS Labs, one of the reasons why I haven't purchased and tried the A321 was for that same reason. I'll be totally honest with you. Lots of people are like, oh, it was so long ago, leave it in the past. And I'm like, I mean, that was, you know, that made mainstream gaming news. It was so big. And there seems to have been absolutely zero ramification from it because the person who did it still works for the company and everything. So I don't know if any lessons were really learned. Maybe they were, but first thing I would have done is chuck them out the door. What a song. It was a serious thing, that so serious they ruined part of their reputation. I mean, it was so, like, you know, like there's not many flight sim companies who haven't had some sort of a bit of drama or some kind of news, you know, that's been like, oh my God, drama. But there's never been anything quite on the scale of that. I mean, as I say, it was literally making, like, you know, mainstream gaming articles, which back then, you know, this was long before MSFS ever released. So we were a tiny, tiny community back then. You know, it was nowhere near, Flight Sim nowhere near ever had the publicity scale that it does now. It has a lot more publicity than it did back then. And so for us to then, as a community, be on, like, you know, PC Gamer websites and all sorts of different mainstream gaming journalistic websites, that was, like, completely unheard of. So it was pretty crazy when that news dropped. Now, I know for a fact that there are people who are on that project and who still work on that project who put life, blood, sweat, tears into FS Labs and who would never dream of doing something like that. And that's why I continued using FS Labs products even after the drama, because I knew that they had nothing to do with it. It was, as far as my understanding of it goes, and I trust this entirely, it was one individual who did it without the others being aware of it. That's what I got told by sources that I trust on it. And the others were, you know, aware of it. And I trust that they would never do something like that. Otherwise, I'd lose a lot of trust in them overall. But as I say, I just don't know if lessons were learned from it because the individual still works for the company. And I don't know if there were any ramifications from it. So, you know, like, yeah, I still worry a little bit about it, to be honest. I think it's a perfectly valid kind of excuse if people don't want to purchase it. I get, oh, look at the sun. I get like I see comments online, you know, like, and weirdly enough, it's usually from FS Labs beta testers on their personal Facebook accounts. When people like make a comment about the malware thing, their beta testers are just on it in the Facebook groups. They're on it like, oh, it's old news now. Can't you get over it? Or something like that. And I'm like, really? I don't think that's a good look either, to be honest. There was a whole scandal with the Captain Sim 767. Oh, there's been loads. Like, do you guys remember when the Aerosoft A320 Pro released and they promised loads of features would come with it and then they never delivered them all? They charged full price. So, they, like the original Airbus A320 series that Aerosoft did, it wasn't good, but it was very good for what we had at the time. And then a couple of years later, they announced that they were going to do like a pro version of the A320 series. And we were all like super stoked. And then they launched it, they released it, and they said, we're just cleaning up a few more things. You're going to get like, oh, it was, they actually took away stuff. I think it was even things like the shared cockpit functionality and stuff. They even took them away, I think, those kind of things. And so I was always intrigued by those kind of features, and they promised all these feature sets for the A320 Pro series and said, yeah, these are all going to come out. They're not quite ready yet, but we're charging you now, and then they will come at a later date. Never happened. So they basically relaunched the whole fleet in its basically current state. It wasn't that different from the original version at full price. Loads of people bought into it because they thought they were going to get all the new features, and then they never appeared. So, like, there's all sorts of things like that. I still don't get why FS Labs didn't do the Concorde for MSFS first, as Rexy says on YouTube. Yeah. What happened to the PMDG 200? Oh, it's actually in beta testing right now. Yeah, PMDG 200ER is in beta testing, so that's exciting. Is it bad, Carl? Yeah, I don't look at those things much. I try and stick away from it. But yeah. What are your thoughts on Phoenix moving to larger Airbuses? Do you see it coming? I honestly don't know what Phoenix's next move is. And the reason why is because you've got to remember that their current fleet of products are all, like, the base stuff is built off of ProSim. Don't get me wrong, they have done a dramatic amount of work and changed a lot of stuff with the ProSim code. But the very kind of, I guess, like fundamental base of the Phoenix aircraft is ProSim, which is the A320. So if Phoenix were going to do something else, I don't know what they'd do. And I don't know, like, would they have to start it from scratch? Could they still use ProSim stuff? You know, like, where does that go? So I don't really know, actually. Yeah, I don't really know. We are coming up to 2 years since the Concorde in MSFS screenshot was shown. Yeah, sounds about right. Well, you've got to remember, Matt, that it took FS Labs over 4 years just to get an aircraft that they already had in P3D in MSFS 2020. So, yeah. If we're going on that time scale, it'll be a good few years yet before the Concorde, I think. Mr. Loon, thanks for the follow. Who is ProSim? Great question. ProSim are a company who provide like a software A320 suite for people who do home cockpit builds. So if you're going to build a home cockpit A320, the software that would drive like the actual, you know, like the displays and the actual, I guess, the simulating section of the simulator would be ProSim, most likely. That's one of the options out there. And Phoenix basically bought a lot of the rights to their stuff to build the Phoenix aircraft and use it as a base. But then they heavily modified it and changed it and did all their own code changes to it. But still at the, like, that's why the Phoenix has so many failures with it and stuff, because they were built off of the ProSim system. So don't get me wrong, Phoenix did a lot of work to customize it, but they still had that ground base routing of ProSim code to start with, which they've been more than public and shared. That's public information that's out there. Lots of people know that. But it just means that when they go on to their like next products, like Coding on YouTube says, oh, they should do the A340-600. All right, but would they then have to do that from scratch with completely base code, like from the very beginning? Could they still use the ProSim code and then adapt it? Like, how would that work? So there's all sorts of different questions. Yeah. Maverick Smith, yeah, there's all sorts of little things like that. It's just, part of the parcel, isn't it? I think we're very, as a community, even with how much more popular like the community is now, we're a much, much, much huger community than we were before MSFS launched. I think overall we are still very, 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 very lucky with the devs that we've got. A lot of, even though we've got thousands of developers, and I think especially for like the core flight sim community, a lot of developers know each other, are friendly with each other, converse with each other, socialize with each other at events and all sorts of things as well. And we as a community are very good at picking up if a developer isn't necessarily trustworthy or something like that. And, and I think we do a very good job as a community of keeping things trustworthy. The biggest problem, in my opinion, to the flight sim community is how rife piracy is still in 2025. I'd love to know like how much better this community would be, and like how many more products we'd have with how much more funding there would be for things if piracy wasn't so rife. Because when people talk about like piracy and like, oh yeah, it's easy, it's just free, like it actually like falters development. Because if a third-party developer's product is just getting pirated all the time and downloaded for free, they're not going to make any money on it, or as much money as they could make on it, which is then going to mean that they're going to struggle financially as more than they would do if everybody was able to just buy it and not download it illegally. And that would give them the opportunity to potentially put more funding into more great products. So when like people say, oh, piracy isn't a victimless crime, it goes full circle. It's not a victimless crime because it not only hinders the developer, but it hinders users as well. So I think that's like, if I had one thing that I could just wipe out in this community straight up, it would be the level of illegal piracy. That's two words that mean the same thing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Flying Seafarer, unfortunately we had some like really crazy weird stutters with it. I've seen only it once before. I don't know what to do about it. Tony, thanks for the follow there. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. I'm going to head to bed in a minute, chat. How do you prevent screen lock? Oh, I've got no idea, mate. Screen lock. I've got no idea. It must like, is it your sleep settings? Is it like just your PC sleep settings? I don't know, mate. When do you predict the PMDG744 to be out? No idea, mate. Your guess is as good as mine. Not a clue. Not a clue. Oh, the livery itself could have been 8K? No, I'm pretty sure the livery was 4K. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the livery was 4K. What's even worse is actually how massive the piracy community is within Flight Sim. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. You have no idea the amount of people that I ban every single day who just think it's... Well, I think the problem is that not only is piracy massive within Flight Sim in general, but there is a lot of people who don't realize, and who are maybe young and not mature enough and who are easily influenced, who actually realize that it's actually even a thing that's illegal. You know, like I see it almost on a daily basis where people will post links to particular piracy websites in the official MSFS Discord server because they don't even know that or think that there's anything wrong with it. And so it's got to a point now where piracy is like so widespread that people don't even, like, I think, realize that it's like illegal, you know, and all of those things, which is just such a shame. There's basically zero consequences to it, which I hate, but, you know. Oh, no worries, Chris. Mate, it's amazing, isn't it? It's so much fun. What do you think about the new E&E? The INIA 350? Can't wait, Maverick. I'm so freaking excited for it, dude. Yeah, I cannot wait. What time will I be back? Paul, that is a great question. I don't actually know what time we'll start the stream tomorrow morning. It depends what time I get out of bed, quite frankly, and what time I have a coffee. I plan on actually having a lie-in tomorrow morning because I've not had a lie-in for literally months. Yeah, I mean, well, we'll be landing at about 12:40, so it'll be at least an hour before then. A lot of people around the world, like people in Malaysia, can't afford to buy good products. Okay, so let's equate that into a real-life scenario then. You can't afford to go and buy... I can't afford to go and buy a Ferrari. Ferrari is well out of my price scheme. Does that mean I would try and go into a shop and steal it and take it home and think that it's okay? No. Can I afford to shop in Marks and Spencer's every day and get premium food in my food shop every day? No. Does that mean I go and steal it and think that it's okay to do that? No. I'm sorry, but I can understand that, like, from different regions, you know, like currency and everything like that, and the conversion rate and the earnings and everything like that is a systemic issue. That's not the flight sim developer's fault, though. And that then doesn't excuse you stealing it. Unfortunately, in my books. I understand it, and I can get from the perspective of somebody who is in that scenario where, you know, the living wage and everything like that is in a really difficult spot. Does that excuse then doing something illegal in my books? No. No. Unfortunately not. So, yeah. Do you think price localization would help the situation? Yeah, and to some degree there already is that. In the marketplace, there's some stuff with price localization and stuff like that. I do think it would definitely help. The problem that then you would get is that then it could work in the opposite way, where you would get loads of people who would then try and change their like IPs and stuff like that, and try and change, like, I don't know how you would do it, but they would basically try and change their online addresses to act as if they were in those regions to get things cheaper. Do you know what I mean? So you would be, for example, if the price was much lower in Malaysia, you would then try and change your address using VPNs and all sorts of things to then actually be located in the UK and then change your location to Malaysia, you know, and things like that. There are ways around it where you could do things like where you need to put address information in, but, well, people would just put a fake address. Miguel, thank you for the roses and the GGs on TikTok. Thank you, mate. Anyone phone the Bravo 787? No, actually, I need to message them. They messaged me. They said about if I wanted to try it, so I think I need to give them a go. But yeah. When we used to have plenty of add-ons to improve the graphics and look at... Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, David? No need for it now, mate. No need for it. Yeah. What's the cruise flight level? We're at flight level 300 at the moment, and we'll be step climbing in about 40 minutes, but I'll be heading to bed soon. It says flight level 310 just because of the ISA deviation. It's something I can't, unfortunately, do, but we're at 30,000 on the aircraft. Is a 4060 good for MSFS? 40 series graphics card is great for MSFS because you get native frame generation. It depends on the rest of your PC and what resolution you're playing at and things, but yeah, 40 series are great graphics cards. You own the 788 from Bravo. It's so good. Yeah, one of their, I think their beta testers or something reached out to me and said that the devs had asked to message me. So I think maybe Bravo might gift their 787 for me to have a go at. So I'd like to give it a go, yeah. Hey, the kid, thank you for the 40 months. Hey, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, thank you. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. 40 months for the kid. Welcome back to the crew again, my dude. 2/3 of a year away from the 4 freaking year mark. You're a legend. Thank you. Adam says, Chewy missus delivered me a Oh, yes. What a legend. That's very much worth a bunch of flowers or something, Adam, I think, mate. Opinion on frame gen mods. I can see the value in them and why people use them. I just worry about what it does and if it messes things up. The problem is that there's just no guarantee that they're going to work. I was told this story before, but not long after MSFS 2024 launched, quite a few people were getting low bandwidth errors and were shouting and screaming and swearing and sending all sorts of lovely messages to me and other people about getting low bandwidth messages and saying, fix your sim, the bandwidth messages are all everything. I'm getting all these low bandwidth messages even though I've got 1 gig internet lines. Do you know what it was? It had nothing to do with the sim on its own. It was because, and we had this pretty much at like a 99% success rate through our customer support. Well, I said through the forums even, that pretty much all of them had installed the Google Map mod for MSFS 2020, which is not allowed. It alters license data. And the Google Map mod changes and edits lines in your Windows host file, which is like a big no-no. And so essentially what was going on is because 2024 was obviously trying to pull data from Bing Maps, but this Google Map enhancement mod had gone behind the scenes and changed freaking Windows host files. That was trying to find Google Map stuff. And it was causing low bandwidth issues. And it was pretty much everybody. As soon as they got off of and they deleted everything to do with the Google Maps mod and they cleared their Windows host file, which no software should ever really be writing to, suddenly the low bandwidth messaging errors went away. So this is why I worry about like certain software that can alter licensed data like that, because you don't actually know what it's doing behind the scenes and it can actually cause more issues. But, you know, that being said, I realized that, you know, I know there's mods out there like auto FPS and things, which is kind of already in 2024 with the dynamic settings option. And it's actually already a default thing in 2020 and 2024 on Xbox. Because Xbox platform, the sim is always at 30 FPS, and so it will dynamically change like the terrain LOD and object LOD and stuff to match that FPS. So, you know, like I can, you know, like I'm not, if people say like, oh, I use auto FPS and stuff like that, I'm like, all right. We're not allowed any conversation of it on like the official platforms and stuff, but if you use it, whatever. It's just, you know, be aware that these things might be changing stuff in your sim or even in your Windows stuff, which you just got to be careful of. Would you recommend the 200ER for MSFS next to purchase? No, mate, I'd wait for the A350. I get the A350 when that comes out in, what, 8 to 12 days. How far are you into career mode? I'll be honest with you, I've not done career mode. I've not done anything in career mode. Yeah, I've not done a thing with it, actually, I'll be honest with you. You're in 1080p Balrog? Yeah, awesome. I'm perfectly happy with how it looks on its own, so I have no room for that. Yeah. So, I know like people use frame gen mods and auto FPS and all of those kind of things and stuff. I just think, you know, like, I watch a lot of the YouTube videos of people who tell you how to install these things and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so much editing and faffing here. And so I just worry that sometimes when you do install those kind of things, they actually cause more issues in the long run and you could have more problems than without them. The big one that's the real issue is the things like Google Map mods and stuff, because as I say, they're literally writing to your Windows host file, which is like, holy shit. why are you doing that? So just be careful. Due diligence. There we go. I got it. Amazing Westy, thanks for the follow, mate. Yeah, due diligence, I'd say. Just have that and you'll be fine. How much caffeine are you on? I had a coffee this morning at about 9:30 and that was it. So I do need to go to bed. That really shouldn't be allowed on flightsim.to. Well, flightsim.to have no like official ties. So technically they can host whatever they like. But yeah. Apart from aviation, what other interests do you have? So my degree is in vocal and choral studies. And you're probably like, what the hell is that? Speech and language therapy, those kind of things. So I've always been huge on singing and voice work, theatre, music, gigs, those kind of things. I used to be an international badminton umpire. So I used to travel to various different countries and do a lot of travelling around the UK umpiring badminton. And I've played badminton since I was about 14. So big on sport and stuff. Yeah, I guess those are big kind of things for me. I'm a bit of a... I like doing all sorts of different stuff, to be honest with you. I like having lots of different hobbies and stuff to do. What shouldn't be allowed? Oh, Pav, we were just discussing about like, you know, like frame gen, auto FPS, Google Map mods and stuff like that. And some of those mods are hosted on flightsim.to. The problem with some of those mods is that people don't realize what they're sometimes doing behind the scenes on your PC. For example, the Google Maps mod writes to your Windows host file, which is like a, oh my fucking God, what are you doing move? Like, why in the world would you ever need to do that? And it's caused lots of issues for people in MSFS 2024 if they've got that installed and things writing to weird files. So, yeah, the comment was that flightsim.to shouldn't really be hosting that stuff. But they've, as I say, flightsim.to have not got any, I guess, kind of like official ties to MSFS. So they host whatever they want, really. Right, chat. I think once Hey Jude finishes in like 3 minutes, I'm going to head to bed because it's almost midnight here. So I want to go and get some sleep. Good day from Qantas One. Nice, Qantas. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. Taking the Brits back home to London. So are we. So are we. So tomorrow, I'll be totally honest with you, chat, and I'll be totally candid. I'm not too sure what time I'll go live tomorrow. It kind of depends when I, quite frankly, get up and have a coffee and feel like, yeah, let's start the stream up. I might start quite early, like a couple of hours before landing. I might only start an hour before landing. I would have thought we will say at the very, 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 very latest, expect me live at 11:30 UTC tomorrow morning. That should be like the latest, because that's only going to be about, what, an hour and 10 or so minutes before landing. So, yeah, at the very latest, 11:30 UTC, but it might be 11 UTC, it might be 10:30 UTC. I am going to have a bit of a lie-in, though, because... yeah, I don't remember the last time I actually had a lie-in, and I've not got work tomorrow. So, yeah. So, we'll be live at some point for the landing. And then that will be the only stream tomorrow. So, we're going to do the landing into Heathrow, and then we'll finish up there. There will not be a Monday evening stream. Becca's taking me out to go and see the new Bridget Jones movie, which I'm sure will be... to be fair, Renee Zellweger is very funny. But I took her to a gig of 2 bands that she hadn't really listened to on Friday, so it's even. No worries, Heavy Equation. You have a good one, mate. See you in the morning. You've never been in a Chewy stream so late before. I'm usually still awake at these times, weirdly enough. But yeah. See you later, Chris. You have a good one, mate. You saw it last night? Good film. Oh, is it good? I've not watched Bridget Jones's Baby, so I'm going to need to... tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to need to read a synopsis of what happened in that film. I've seen the other ones, but not for years. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we'll finish up there. The song's literally just finishing up. So, I won't play the out. Well, I'll go to the outro screen, but I'm not going to play the outro song or anything like that. But yeah, we will finish up there for tonight. So yeah, if you're watching on TikTok or on YouTube, thank you both of you platforms for tuning in and keeping us company over there. Very much appreciated. I will probably I'll do another scheduled live stream thing tomorrow morning. So for those of you on YouTube who want to know when I'll be going live, I'll probably try and get like another schedule up on there, and you folks on Twitch know the dealio with that as well. You can get notifications on Twitch if you're following me on there when I go live. The best way though, if you really want to know when I go live, is via Discord. And if you're not part of our Discord server, you can find it online. You can find it on my website, I think, or on in the bio section or whatever. And yeah, so join our Discord server. Whenever I go live, I post on my Discord server. And I also have my stream schedule page and everything on there, and I've got all sorts of other things. So yeah, if you really want to know when I'm going live, Discord server is the place to be. That will be the best one. If you want to track the flight overnight, you can do so on Volanta. Let me get these friend requests. So yeah, if you want to track the flight and keep up with where we are, and see if the plane is still flying, then just search the flight BA 16 or search my username Chewy94 on Volanta, and then you'll be able to keep up with where the flight is going and how it's progressing overnight. All right, so there we are. Beautiful. Right, I am going to finish up then, my friends. So I will see you all tomorrow morning at some point. So yeah, probably live maybe about 11 hours from now, 11 a.m.-ish, 11:30 a.m., somewhere around then. All right. Appreciate you all very much. Thank you for all the lovely, 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 lovely support today. Thank you for all the good chats, the good vibes, the good messages, just the general niceness. It's been a lovely stream, so I hope you've enjoyed. All right. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Sleep well. Good night.